What up, Combo Breaker 2026? We are live here to kick it off for day 2 over in Schwamberg for the Chicago Mystery Tournament. It's your very own Miami's Mike Demon Team Chris, joined alongside by my man right here, B-Man the Big Hero.
What's going on, guys? It's such a pleasure to be here for this morning, and honestly, I am so stoked to see what games we got coming up. Not just the players that are just so involved and so interested to get into a mystery bracket, but me myself, I was playing earlier yesterday morning. I got swamped because I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
So I'm even so much more interested to see what we got going on today.
Well, yeah, it's here 10 a.m. Central Time, and I'm here to inform you that we have even less of an idea what's going on. We don't know what's being played. We don't know what the other players are going on. But if you followed us from yesterday in previous pools, you kind of got an idea of what you're in for, and we're going to bring it to you. And just to give you some fun facts about how this tournament was assembled, the participants, it is capped at 512 entrants. We are talking people hitting the refresh button on that Start GG, trying to find themselves a spot, and they got it. And I'll tell you, we got over 42 individual setups going on at once with all them pools, and we've got every single console going on here from the Atari 2600 all the way over to the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Switch, and we are going to bring it.
Yeah, absolutely. So honestly, any single era has so many different nuanced games, so many different things that no one's ever played every single video game before. But if you're at least familiar with some like button setups, familiarities with fundamentals, you should be okay. But regardless of the fact, it's here for fun. It's here for like what you can even jack of all trades type of deal, you know. But we'll see if anyone has like that type of style to really be pushing themselves forward into the bracket. And there's also the mystery doubles as well, not just singles that we have going on now. So that's even more chaotic too.
Yeah, watch out for that one. That's going to be awesome, and it's going to definitely be fire here we got going on. And what I love here and what you mentioned as well is just the generational impact of this tournament, of this bracket. I mean, you got people being raised from different generations. I mean, I myself, I'm a veteran of the 16-bit war.
Yep, absolutely.
And everything.
Same here.
And the different games that we do, I mean, just to give you a breakdown of what to expect, is that the winner's side of the bracket is going to be a lot of the jank, a lot of what I refer to as the Mystery Science Theater 3000 stuff, a lot of the weird.
Yeah.
We are going to pin, poke, and prod all the different intangible and tangible skills of the various players to find how they are and just survive. And we're already going to kick it off, B-Man. Let's roll with it. We are in, this is Dragon Master. Oh,
Dragon Master. All right. This character select
characters.
screen, this is exactly how Street Fighter V started. You know, if you're at least familiar with that. No additional DLC characters or anything like that. We're going on Deliza and Kay Garcia.
All right, Kay Garcia there. Looks like he's got a little bit of juice dripping out of the corner of the lip there. I mean, kind of what we would refer to as that Kool-Aid smile, whether he's going to break out of the wall with that, oh, yeah, look at him. He's got one shoulder showing up there, and man, he's got the uppercut teleport.
He has a crouching fierce teleport. That is super interesting.
Meanwhile, one thing I know from the 90s is when you got, like, looking at Deliza here, kind of looks like one of those whip girls from Streets of Rage 2.
Yeah, actually.
Maybe? Yeah, you do not underestimate these ladies. They can definitely do El Damaje.
And I like that. She actually has like more like a projectile that like kind of goes forward and then is like more like an anti-air that it looks like. So
she's literally making it rain, B-Man.
And the stage is already raining too. It's already in there.
Yeah, early multi-tiered environments here. So Kay Garcia going into the low. He's like, I'm going to stop you from making it rain out there. Whoa,
nice use of the teleport, getting out of that.
I'm really having a hard time explaining what the utility of that is.
She came down like Phoenix Inferno. Okay, I see that.
Oh, she's got that toward medium punch there, what Chun-Li players from Super Turbo would refer to as the handshake. That's a good poke. But my man, Kay Garcia, going side to side, coast to coast.
Yeah, nice floaty jumps too. Puts himself into the corner now, but it doesn't seem like there's any way to like really like get themselves out. Gonna have to just hold that unless you want to try to get that teleport. Could get a read, but the spin kicks, trying to do the spinning bird kick. Nice sweep to finish it up. Benjamin Boxing taking the first round.
Yeah, the trajectory there of that, what I would call a tropical depression. I think it was a little bit of some meter gain there over getting to the other side. That gives Kay Garcia the first round. The man here with the teleporting uppercut that doesn't even teleport into them. Like
why did that do so much life? Strongman even surprised himself. And Benjamin Box is going to have to do it. Oh, but jumps right into the fireball again. Round 2 going on a Strongman there.
Man, once she throws those dollar bills up there in the club and it hits the ceiling, I mean, it's a deceptively really nice anti-air. Meanwhile, if I'm on Benjamin's side here, like if I was in his perspective, I'm still trying to figure out what that teleporting uppercut does. Like, what the hell is the point of that?
That's just to make sure to get out of that mix-up. But he seems like he's trying to like reactively go for it, and the anti-airs that he's going for, just meeting him in the anti-air as well, it's actually going really good for Benjamin Boxing here. Doesn't want to take another one of those projectiles again.
No, he dodges another one of that, but he's not able to have an attack. I feel like that kind of uppercut they use for it is if you're playing Mortal Kombat on the Sega Genesis and you just don't want to fall down the pit.
Yeah, definitely don't want to go down there. You want to hit continue before you hit those spikes, trust me.
So this is a better round here for Benjamin as well. Continuing to find some use for that uppercut. I'm hoping, but like it's more like a no-stee rather than a toasty here.
Yeah, and the chip damage is actually adding up too. 30 seconds left on the clock, and Strongman's going to have to make something happen now. Doesn't want to take another, even just a normal will probably even kill at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's being able to get some of those lows out there, chipping out some of that HP and seeing 13 seconds left on the clock here, and the low punch attack survives it. Benjamin Boxing with that 2-1 there. I mean, really it looked like Deliza was looking strong out there with that win quote there. Do not leap on me.
Don't leap on me. She has that anti-air. That definitely fits for the meta, though, but
it looked like it was just going the wrong way. So are we going with the CPU here?
Yeah, you probably have. This is probably one of those games where you have to, like, yep, there, you got to issue your credits and then stop. New challenger.
And there's so many different unique ways to say there's a different, here comes a new player. Who's
Why is the time going so fast? Why do you have so little time to figure it out? That's stressful.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering there as well. So he's going to stay tried and true with Deliza because, frankly, I mean, I like what Deliza brings to the table. He's got to watch out for those lows, though, because Kay Garcia has been able to sneak in those lows. And if he figures out a way to get that teleporting uppercut to do something. Whoa, look at that.
All right, he's got a spinning bird kick, but it's just on the legs. Look like Eddie Gordo sliding around. Nice use of the projectile to actually stop that, so you can't really use that too often if you're Benjamin.
I think that's the breakdancing move that we would refer to as the coffee grinder. And the fact that he's able to do that twice, like indicates,
the low again. Yeah, definitely needs the coffee this morning, trying to wake up here. Yeah, keep on spamming it. Absolutely, it's working.
That's what the mystery tournament is all about here. I mean, he's been having the advantage with the normals there, but once you're able to find that tech, that special move to go in there and close the distance, it could really, really turn the tides here. And Benjamin Boxing here is on the driver's seat. As long as he stops doing that move, it's just.
I think Deliza, like, if you're Strongman right now, you have other projectiles too, you have other special moves. You got to try to find something that works for you. You can't just keep relying on that. And it seems like Benjamin's taking full advantage of him just spamming the only one thing that he's been doing the whole set.
Yeah, so the Goblin here, Benjamin Boxing, I mean, he's looking like a Goblin as well. I mean,
he looks diabolical, I ain't going to lie about that.
He's on match point. And to your credit, B-Man, when you mentioned the damage and the output in this game is awesome.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's like quick. Like the time is going extremely fast. You know, it's very fast paced. You know, it's very floaty too. So you have to try to find your spots. And you know, it seems like when you press a button, you're very committed. You know, it definitely seems like one of those games. And you could do that in the air too. Oh, this Kay Garcia's got it. Deliza
also has like what it looks like. It appears to be Chun-Li's Fierce Punch. She's got like a few of Chun-Li's like Street Fighter 2 buttons, to be honest. But that startup on that projectile proves to be Strongman's undoing as Benjamin Boxing takes it 2-0. I'm still surprised he won the first fight there.
Yeah.
Because it really looked like Deliza was making it rain just meteors on that. But being able to close the distance there, walking down, despite I still have no idea how that uppercut works. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
No idea. It doesn't seem like it's an anti-air because it seems like it's like, you know, Ryu's crouching fierce, you know, like, oh, like they jump in, you know, but then they teleport on the complete other side of the screen. It's just like a get out of dodge, but maybe it's like good for certain matchups, but it didn't seem like it really had a factor here.
He teleported onto the opponent right in front of him and uppercutted in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wonder, like, who designed this? Like, what was the utility of it?
You know, it's just probably just something where it's like, let's just try to fit something for a build on a character, and then the balancing kind of came as an afterthought. No patches in like these types of games either.
No
so
patches,
just
only revisions.
Exactly, revisions. That's exactly what we want to call them, you know? But,
yeah, let's not tell the current generation that like we had to buy like the same game over and over just because it had certain
Don't even
features.
talk to me about Street Fighter 2. I've had Super Turbo. That was pretty much it. And then I heard about Hyper Fighting and all these other ones, and I'm just like, I just got the best one right here out the gate, so I got lucky. You know?
Yeah, and especially like tangling through with the Genesis and the Super Nintendo version and the nuances between the two. It's definitely I definitely have my takes about it. We all have our opinions, but it's great to see that was, kicking it off with some big Soge energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got going on there.
I like fighting games where it's like, something where it's like a little bit different. You don't really see like these types of, slower pace, but also like just high damage, high execution type of deals, and hopefully we can see more a little bit later with different characters too. I'd love to see what the full roster can really put out.
Yeah, and a staple of the mystery tournament is when people discover a special move and how it turns the meta entirely on the side.
Yeah.
I really thought that the Strongman Zeliza really was unstoppable with that broken move, especially when we saw it applied in an anti-air capacity.
Absolutely.
But then K. Garcia really had some good low strikes up in there.
Yeah.
And then once he found like that low spinning kick there,
yeah.
able to sweep it across, to your credit, you referencing Eddie Gordo, really is what it's about. And here we have a new competitor. You see they have the Kazuya Mishima, I just threw my dad off a cliff smile.
If my dad was one of the Mishimas, I'd be smiling like that too if I threw him off a cliff, honestly.
I mean, because he threw me off a cliff as a toddler as well.
Just you give and you take, right? That's what you got. But we'll see what we got here. So I see like Jackie's looking pretty interesting with the shades on. I like that. We got Jetty, what's his name? B Dorza, Gloria. All right.
I like Darkman. Bring on the loincloth. Come on.
All right, I see Jackie and Gloria. Okay, Jackie, I can see like there's probably like some unique specialties when you have the Bret Hart shades. You try to like looking cool with the blue hair. Trying to do the Sonic feel.
Kind of has like Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho energy.
Yeah, absolutely hits that.
But he's shorter, a lot shorter
okay,
here.
He's less than my height, but we'll see.
It's like if Toguro was an elf.
Yeah, it's Splash Play jumping with the Jackie here, and Spooky Cute Witch with the Gloria.
Meanwhile, Gloria got herself a build, and she got a leap. It's nice and
floaty.
Oh, and she got the Phoenix too.
Oh, everybody's coming out. Phoenix coming out from the heavens. Phoenix going forward like that. Nice.
Yo, she's coming out here with that Mega Man X4 Nova Strike.
No,
that's
exactly what that is. She somehow got all the armor pieces, put in that cheat code.
We already breaking windows out here, so it's already lit. You can see already those guys out there. He's like, yeah. I mean, be sure to tip your bartender tab. You're going to be throwing out those libations.
If I see a match like this, I'd be raising my glass too. This is hectic. It's just not a really good weather environment.
Can I just say these guys? Two of these guys look like they probably spent some time in the background of Zangief stage.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they probably just hang out and they're on the cruise ship going back home. But you know who's going home at least on the first round is Spooky Cute, which couldn't be able to finish it with the glorious Splash Play, taking the first round there.
Yeah, short in stature but big in heart here. Slash Play being able to cut it down. Let's see how this meter play comes into effect. The wall jump, which is usually a time-tested tactic in mystery tournaments that does very well, as popularized by the great Queen Chun-Li. Oh, and she got that kick that looks like a slide, but it doesn't. So she lets you know.
Like her version of low forward. She's kind of like leaning onto it. It's
like that extension.
Jackie out too. Nice air.
She's telling Jackie DMs are closed.
Oh,
Nova Strike.
There's the Phoenix again. And
whoa.
stepping on fire. Okay, if you put him into the corner, you wall-to-wall that. You could chip him out from this ring.
Yo, did she just heel-toe a power geyser up in there? Like she bringing out the real bow, Fatal Fury? Oh, you take a bow, Gloria. Spooky Cute Witch evens it up.
Yeah, Splash Plays, Jackie also hasn't even been able to use any special moves, just all been normal so far. Still trying to maybe figure out like the systems and the mechanics. So maybe if he finds that one move, he could actually start and bring this comeback here.
Yeah, and that worked in the previous round up until he discovered the K. Garcia being able to have that special move in particular. I like the
she
approach,
actually does have a slide. There's that slide right there.
Yeah, that's when she DMs you with a Venmo request.
And he's not abiding. He's just taking the damage right now. He is not accepting this.
He better not be abiding.
Being on this cruise ship, I want to get my money back. I'm fighting Gloria here, but Spooky Cute Witch, finds the mark and gets the first game. And honestly, Splashlight needs to find maybe a new character. Hasn't even been able to pull off one special move.
Hey, but look, man, this is Combo Breaker. You get out of pools, you get Chipotle.
Yeah.
So if you're going out there, you fighting for that burrito card out there, you better know how to do that chip damage out there. Spooky Cute Witch, really good with the corner pressure. Slash Play's like, you know what? It's interesting how when you fight the CPU, it becomes a mirror match automatically.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like, oh, you think you could be better than who you are? Then we'll give it a shot.
I want B-Doza. You know why I like this guy?
B-Doza looks crazy.
You know why I like? He's got like that Pai Mei Kill Bill Volume 2 Gordon Liu energy.
Yeah.
He about to flick that beard up in there and all that. He's like, your talking sounds like a whining dog.
He's going to be whining like a dog right now.
If you land one blow on me, I will call you master.
We'll see if Gloria can actually, and now definitely be calling master here. The air to airs, her normals are incredibly well in the air to airs that she has with those like seeming like sweeping moves that she got in the air too. Puts B Doza right in the corner. And actually
big
has
throw.
a throw.
Look at the damage on the throw, too. It does. It's fantastic. And to your credit, talking about those jump attacks here from Gloria, what I like about her is like the floaty. I'm usually not a fan of floaty jumps. I don't think people in the FGC are. But what I love about this is the speed on those floaty jumps and just the approach. I mean, it's almost like the speed of a short hop in KOF.
Absolutely.
But
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, it covers a ton of the ground, and it's got the hitbox of a Concorde jet.
And she's also very good with like kind of getting out of the corner pressure. She seems like maybe the only character so far that we've seen that does have that wall jump. So in case she does get ever pressurized in the corner, she can get out of it. Doesn't seem like that's the case though, because now she's going to keep on wally-whopping on B Doza here. Has to find his mark now if he wants to stay alive in the bracket.
Yeah, he is jumping around like he is just connected on wires in an old Shaw Brothers film. Let's see if he can connect with the Deadly Venoms. And Slash Play is on the ropes here. Gloria has him right where she wants him over in the corner. The air-to-air caps it with the 2-0 for Spooky Cute Witch.
Yeah, definitely found the mark. Picked the right character right there. Found the Phoenix Inferno. Found the kick bringing down the volcano coming up. That small little like projectile that's kind of like having her stand still. And of course her sliding normals and her just full-on range that she has really outdone herself. So definitely good stuff to move it on into the bracket.
And let's talk about the player skill for a little bit here as well. I mean, being able to uncover all of that tech, all of that move out there and see that wealth of special moves and then keeping that corner pressure, it shows strong fundamental play.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think people always ask, like, not just, I mean, it's hard to enter this tournament because it gets capped very quick. I mean, I would say it gets it's pretty much as hard as reserving a hotel room in the venue.
Oh,
I would say that.
%.
Those are like the two toughest challenges of registering for Combo Breakers, one getting to mystery, one getting a room here. But trust me, I've been here like 8 times. I know.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean, I come back from the Pheasant Run days. But what I love is people ask, like, what kind of things do you need to excel as a mystery game player? Because we do see some people who are able to be a little built different, and they always have some consistent showings of mystery.
Yeah.
I think it's really like having mastery of a wide range of fighting games, both 3D and 2D.
Yeah.
I think having a little bit of technical knowledge and mastery of puzzle games. I think you got to have some knowledge of, because they're going to throw some Tetris at you once in a while.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
Yeah. And then being able to react in a sports game where you could adapt and get those rules on the fly. And then the one time I got eliminated, and the next round was the Sonic 2 special stage.
Oh, man. That's tragic.
I needed therapy for that.
Yeah.
I
I feel you on that one on a personal level. Absolutely.
That's the one thing my dad raised and bred me to succeed at was that 2-player versus in Sonic 2. So we're throwing those mix-ups all the time. So next up on the match here is Trillmatic going up against Loogie64 over in Jedi Ryan stage. Man, there's a lot of pompadour hairstyles in this, man.
Yeah, honestly, like this probably was made in the early 90s for sure. You could tell by a lot of this style here. And I really like these sprite works too. It like really just kind of brings you back into those days for sure. But just Joey seeming like the most normal guy in the whole roster.
Bro, he looks like Elijah Wood.
Yeah, he does. He does, really.
With Chun-Li's sweep and back palm. Man. Why does every character have a Chun-Li normal?
I mean, in these early games, no one really knew about like the ranges and stuff. They just gave everybody everything. But you also have to give the credit too. I think it's Trillmatic with the MF Doom fit too.
Oh, really, facts.
Gotta respect that. Absolutely.
Gotta love it. You know, I'm hoping to see like 2 players fight against each other, both wearing masks, and I'm gonna be mask versus mask. And it's like, come on, let's do it. But are you willing to kill your identity?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, he jumped into an upward-facing projectile there. Yo, Jedi Ryan, the force is strong in this one here.
About to say he did that force push, and now is actually getting off him. Joey just pushing him out. It seems like he only has that one move, though, but still just constantly putting the pressure in, and now finding his mark and just falling down on that jab there and just takes the first count.
Anti-air low jab. Don't you love to see that?
We love that out here.
Yeah, taking out Joey Ryan. He's like, all right, keep your secrets.
You are not my rival. He X'd his face right out of there, but seems like already we didn't have to even wait for the CPU mirror match at this point. Just gets right into it, and we're actually going to get a character change as well going on Jackie. Even though we didn't see anything good from Jackie in the previous round, hopefully Trillmatic can actually do something here with him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a little more height than Joey at least.
Yeah, this is the Battle of the Short Kings. You know, it's not really the Battle of the 4 Kings like in Street Fighter V, but you got the Battle of the Short Kings here. Ooh, okay, that rising tackle type of deal. All right, I like it, Jackie.
I love that move, especially like seeing it in old school titles as well. I kind of wish it was a charge tag in Street Fighter 6, but I digress. He even has Terry Bogart's sweep.
Yeah.
Which is very fascinating to see that done. I have a theory here about who I think Jackie is, but let's see how this round plays out, because this is the first time we're seeing Jedi Ryan against the ropes here. So the pick by Luigi, the pick by Traumatic rather, seems to be knowledgeable, paying off here. Let's see, it's a close round. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like the next hit is probably going to do it. You know, now trying to back off, trying to feel it out. 37 seconds left on the clock. We haven't seen a timeout either. It's always just been going right on to finish it up. But the throw, the Guile back throw as well.
I was just going to say.
He is right there with it. Absolutely.
I was just going to say, because Jackie's got like that backwalk like Guile.
Yeah.
So maybe he's a charge character.
It's possible. Yeah, we definitely can see that here.
I mean, it's hard to discover charge characters in old school games, because growing up in the 16-bit era, people who paid charge characters, we sat at a different table in the school cafeteria.
Yeah, they definitely didn't have chocolate with their milk for sure.
Yeah, Lukey here, match point, gets it done out there, just being able to finish it. Good counter pick there. I mean, by Jackie, paid off at first, but didn't quite go the distance here as Lukey gets that 2-0. Here's my take about Jackie, all right? I think he's a long-lost Lawrence brother.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think so?
Like Jackie Lawrence, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
he would be a stand-in for Joey on Blossom. You know, and when they need to localize and do the whoa in different languages, he comes in and chimes, because I just feel like he's kind of the guy you would send to other countries to cosplay as someone, you know, like a paid impersonator.
Yeah, yeah.
And being able to do that. I definitely think maybe Jackie did some great things in his
quite possibly
in his character career after this game as well, and I wish him the best.
Yeah, definitely. Now, honestly, that character really didn't show up too much here, at least in this bracket, so it seems like maybe the meta is showing quite early for the rest of these players, but you know, obviously, like when you just have to go into something you're not really familiar with, you know, you're just like, oh, maybe I could give him a shot. Just unfortunately, like, not really going to pan out on this round. But either way, no. So far, great sets so far. You know, people have been picking out the characters, really figuring it out, and hopefully we get to see even more going on to this pools here.
You know, I just love when Kusoge has damage.
Yeah.
That's really what it is, because when Kusoge has no damage, it's kind of like, people figure something out, but what's the significance? But when you see damage and someone's being able to reach there and push that execution ceiling just a little bit higher, you start to see, you're like, whoa, okay, this is hype, let's get it. I'm always thrilled about it as well, man, because I mean, look, you and I as fighting game veterans, like, we love watching high-level play between professional players.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I also just as much love watching, like, my high school and middle school friends who are not very good at a game throw it down against each other and take it personal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a rush, too. I mean, in the FGC, I feel like we try to replicate that with players of a high skill ceiling as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And the mystery bracket is really setting the stage for those type of players, too. Whether you're a veteran in the series, whether you're maybe, like, just brand new, even more like a spectator, you're just kind of here to, like, mainly have fun, but it's like anyone could really pull up their shots here, and you never know what's going to be upcoming on the next game.
Yeah, it could be anyone. I mean, even Alex Jabali got stomped out on the way by Lord BBH, who's a very great retro game player. I mean, I played him over in Seattle at Fight Kingdom.
Nice.
He was in they have a mystery game tournament, which is themed off The Price is Right.
Oh, okay.
So they show damage on. Shout out to Zaffo. You guys do an incredible job. FC Racer, love you guys, man. And they show on the screen. They show a combo, and you have to guess the damage.
Oh, wow.
See, I got on because they showed a Golden Axe combo.
Oh, cool.
And I beat Golden Axe without dying to win a bet against Billy Mitchell in his face.
Wow.
Yeah, I won an autographed bottle of his hot sauce. It was actually good sauce, by the way.
That's awesome.
Say what you want about the man as a gamer, as a person. He's from my hometown, Hollywood, Florida, where I currently reside, but he's got good hot sauce.
Yeah, all right. Well, we definitely get to see that.
But I was able to guess that damage in Golden Axe.
Yeah.
And able to see that. And then you get on stage and you play like a Kusoge fighting game, and you have a chance to play Plinko for money.
Yeah.
But usually that Lord BBH did very well in that tournament, even though he did fight a 12-year-old.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, sometimes the kids got to get it, too. You know, it doesn't matter who the next opponent is. You know, even in the scene that I'm at, Marvel 3, there's youngins, too, that are now starting to be up-and-comers. So sometimes people just got to get it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, right?
You know what's funny? Every time I commentate Mystery, there's always a Kamen Rider that comes on.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you know, this seems very par for the course coming up. I see the Japanese text and I see, like, the loading screen. I'm like, you know what, this really could be either thing, but something tells me that it's going to go on to something really. And there it is, Kamen Rider. All right.
Yeah, Kamen Rider. Which is great, because now people are going to be in my DMs like, you should really get into Kamen Rider. It's a great franchise. It's
now that it's on screen, now that we're talking about it, now it's going to be even more interesting to see, like, this entire character roster, too. A good amount of selections, too.
Is every character named Kamen Rider? Is that what we're doing?
It's quite
Kamen
possible.
Rider W, Kamen Rider Beast.
Yeah, I don't know even how you abbreviate most of these things, considering most of them are just like the same first parts of the name. You just have to go with, I'm going with W, I'm going with Beast, you know, or just go by off looks. I'm going with Beautiful Joe mask. You know, like, what are we going to go here, you know?
So last time I commentated, about a year ago, I commentated Mystery over at Frosty Faustines with alongside Kimona, a fellow commentator, great commentator. And we had a Kamen Rider game, and really it consisted of both players just repeatedly looping a jumping command to see which one would hit.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it was played like, it felt like I was playing one of those MS-DOS games where like you're throwing bananas at each other from buildings and like little pixelated ASCII art style. We will see some ASCII games here. I mean, I love seeing ASCII games here in the Mystery Tournament.
Definitely, yeah.
But it's like you're seeing, I mean, it's really just a mix of you guys are just trying to find a way to stay above water, swimming-wise, and then you figure out how to do the damage and get it. So I think we're going through the settings here, making sure everything is normal as we are playing here on the school facility. Which, don't tell me is the training stage or not. That just seems
like something that's kind of like more bare bones type of styles. Like you just kind of practice on this type of field. You know, I definitely can see that.
Just so you know, if you pick training stage at a tournament, I will talk to you.
Yeah,
no.
There's definitely some. There are some cool training stages. You know, I personally am more like, you know, coming from Marvel 3, I like the Danger Room, making you feel like you're kind of like right in there with the X-Men. You know, even in Marvel 2, you know, there are some ones that actually like are like nice and fitting.
Yeah, the CBS 2 one on the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 actually plays banger songs from Fatal Fury and other franchises, which is fantastic. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel as a commentator, you know, we got to make this stuff hype.
Yeah.
And I want to have this setting. I want things to come correct. That's why I wear the Drive jacket here when I do it. You know, I let people know this is business. As we see Kamen Rider double.
Honestly, these intros are just going to be so fuego. I love all these poses. They're just getting so into it. And this seems to be like the 3D version fighter too. So this is going to be the first time we're going to see that. And we already start with a trophy earned. And we also have 2 Kermie and Troy the second.
Hopefully
the first one didn't do so well this time.
I love the controls here. It's very similar to a Gundam fighter and almost like Pokken Tournament.
Yeah, definitely. You can see that. And a lot of like situations, you all have that barrier right there, so you only have like that 360 type of environment. And now we already got the weapons out. And nice use of projectile. Good use to like dash out and get out of the way.
Yeah, I can tell Troy the second plays Virtual On.
Yeah.
I can automatically tell. He definitely throws down on the second status with the twin sticks there. Oh, wall combos here. Kermie taking care of business. Oh, bring him to this guy. Now, I like how Kermie is like trying to approach on Okazeme. But we don't know what the wake-up system is, and your mileage may vary and give Troy II a chance for an equalizer.
And the fact that they're on, like getting wall clings so much, they are, like, plastered on there, leaving so much more for follow-ups there. But it doesn't seem like anyone's really, like, taking full advantage. And, like, seems like the guard breakdown on the hard knockdown, only 25 life left. You're going to have to try to make something happen. Can't really make it here. 2 Kermie taking around.
Yeah, they're very unique on how they're presenting, like, the life force and energy. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Dissidia, the Final Fantasy one where you had the Brave and the HP. I mean, I'm a huge Final Fantasy lover, but the UI for that was just way too much for me.
Right. This one doesn't seem like it's too bad. Definitely noticeable about, and you have like the full evolution skill meter as well.
Yo, Kamen Rider, he turning red up in there, but couldn't get it out there. Troy II, thankfully, was saved by getting knocked down from that attack, which cost him a whole bunch of AP. Oh, HP.
Transformation. We got something going on.
Yeah, he tried to bring out the pyrotechnics again. Not quite working out. It is a tussle here. Big sword slash energy.
The use of the hyper as well, like using the hyper armor, just plastered right through there, put a whole rush down. Now finally has a knockdown of his own, and now finally gets the finish, and seems that Troy II now on the second round here.
Yeah, let's get that recharge up in there.
I
love the wall mechanics of this game. I think
it's definitely very interesting. And now he's trying to ascend into the heavens, try to get for the dive kick. A little bit too far for it. But it seems like Troy II's finally found his footing, but definitely low on life too. You got to be aware of it.
I give credit to both players here, both Kermie and Troy II, for like maneuvering pretty well. Because normally, like, it can be hard in these type of games with that kind of perspective, especially if you're playing something like, and you're not familiarized with like kind of like the movements, how they work out, either in this game, this series, or that Gundam game you see a lot of the arcade machines of that they have like the 3 versus 3 of.
Right.
As well as what I mentioned earlier, Virtual On, which is really my background as well. I'm actually on the hunt for the twin sticks for the Saturn to play. I actually at CEO they had a cabinet of it. I played it quite a bit. It was
sick. Oh, that's awesome.
It was fantastic, and I think playing that would definitely come to an advantage here. So it looks like we're keeping it the same. Kamen Rider W-Dub against that's a tongue twister.
W-Dub. I like Kamen Rider W-Dubs because he's about to get 2 wins here. He's already got the first one, but we'll see if we actually get some now familiarity. Now you filled out the character. Now you have some more time to figure it out. You know, hopefully Troy II can stay alive in this set.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that they have the skill icon and how that circular bar fills up and when it comes into question. So Kermie off to a great start here, gets a knockdown. And look at the knockdown timing that you have. I mean, like, I don't blame Kermie for trying to discover some Okazeme here.
Yeah.
Because there definitely is, like, a lot of opportunities for that. And especially if you don't know how to tech your wake up, like similar to Virtual Fighter, you can get a lot of, like, ground grapples and things coming out of it. But if I'm Troy II, I am mashing here because Kermie leaves a window open for discoveries to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you're going to keep on getting plastered. So many hard knockdowns here. So many times, too, Kermie is finding those situations here. Tries to ascend to the heavens one more time, but Troy II finally getting an opening here. We'll see if he can actually capitalize and stay on it. He needs this set to stay alive in this.
Through the storm, Kermie's finding some new tech, but it could prove too little too late as they're up against the ropes here. Troy II on match point. My man feeling froggy out there, and it looks like Mr. Iguana has found his Yeska until Kermie brings out the
transformation once again.
Oh no, but got him faced the wrong way. Got him knocked down too. 401 to 408. Troy II here has a slight advantage here.
Oh, and I like the use of the blaster there, too, and tries to keep away on the neutral here. But again, Kermie is finding those marks, getting more hard knockdowns here, and we're still on match point as well. But definitely now low on life. Kermie is now against the ropes here, but still finds his way back to go against Troy II, ascending the heavens.
And there's that Dr. Doom foot dive after
there
the
it
storm
is.
taking it.
Oh, I know it. Definitely gets that cross.
I'm glad I
for
beat
sure.
you to that reference.
Yeah,
by
you
the way.
did.
Yeah,
you did. You did. That's all right.
Kermie here with the 2-0 in fantastic fashion here. The Kamen Rider Dub W gets the dub.
Yeah, that's absolute bars there. Definitely on the. I don't think it's more like a mismatch. Oh, and there's the Kermit. There you go. Finally found it.
He should have brought the evil Russian one from that Muppets movie. The one that had Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have brought that one out there. But that was awesome, man. Y'all got me sweating out my jacket up in here, man. Like with that Kamen Rider action. That was
Absolutely.
hoping to see more of that.
Yeah, and his fit also, he definitely fit right in the bill. He was coming out nice and swag there too with the his character also like with that descending the heavens there, the dive kicks too. Definitely seemed like it was fitting onto his part, like just based on visuals here. But,
so the MF Doom cosplayer is back. You know, I'm pretty sure we're connecting here on the PlayStation 4. I think we're going to keep it the same with the Kamen Rider, it appears. But this dude over here, he is like all caps when you spell my name.
Absolutely.
If you know, you know.
Wants to put the respect on his name. And, of course, you know, everyone pays respect to that. Obviously, rest in peace, MF Doom with the greatest type of materials. And, obviously, coming from the Marvel community, of course, everyone references MF Doom. So I see a lot of it here on a daily basis. So you know, it's definitely cool to always have that.
Rap snitches, they go to court, they're their own star witness.
See, this is why we got this type of commentary, to have this, you know, right here bright and early. Thanks to everyone, of course, being involved and watching as well. You know, it's very bright and early here on Combo Breaker, the second day as well. So we still have plenty more for Mystery Brackets coming up as well. So definitely don't go away. Even you love these type of games, you love to see all this mystery stuff, you love all the random stuff. No, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and we know Combo Breaker runs all night, and we know some of y'all been out there at what they call real vampire hours. So
oh, yeah.
I'm not a morning person myself, so
Absolutely
it's great to see us throwing out here. As we continue more, Kamen Rider Climax Fighters here. You see there's a difference in the HP here already from Gold Phantom. He's standing taller with the 800 HP.
Yeah, and honestly, like the fit, too. He's like kind of more stoic, too. And
he changes it up,
switches
though.
it up with a dragon
He's got a
fit.
tail. He's hiding a tail. That's like Jason Alexander in that Shallow Hal.
Oh my, what a pull. Oh my God, what a pull. You are super right. Wow, oh man, my third eye just awoken on that one. No, he is super right.
But hey, Loki going to town with that Dr. Doom foot dive. He was definitely taking some
notes. Oh my
notes.
God, he is getting juggled. Hey, you saw that.
He's getting the uppercut like we wish that dude in the first fight would do with the teleport uppercut. Wish that one could work.
Yeah, exactly. He needs that teleport to really fit that bill.
Yeah, Loki's getting himself a little toasty on that one. Oh, I love it. The sword play. Got to push against the wall. Look at the difference in the HP. 294 against 161. And I like that. He's backing up. He's like, I know there's going to be some jank on that wake up. I'm going to space myself. I'm going to take the break. I'm going to take the breather.
Get blasted, too. That is a full wall-to-wall.
Yo, he got a third
What
fit?
is happening?
Oh! It's not stormproof, though. Oh, let's see.
That launcher.
He got the Dragon Sword mode. That
Yo, he pulled out. Yeah, he pulled out the flute. We just didn't see it. Oh, he is absolutely in there. 110 life too. And now here comes the full transformation. Nice hard knockdown, but still tries to back up. And now there we go. Putting on the onslaught with a wall
that
bounce.
sword, man. He looking like Clockwork Knight for the Sega Saturn with the Keyblade. One of the best 2D platformers I ever played, by the way. Underrated. And we got this. But I love these costume changes we're seeing, man.
Oh, and that still with the chase down completely went off with the underhand and still got into it. Gold Phantom taking that first game there.
Dude, it's crazy keeping in tow which player is which.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, no shade to Capcom. I love you guys. But we've seen more costumes in Street Fighter 6 in some of these matches.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, the switch-ups on these guys is absolutely crazy. On just one character alone, it seems like he had 4 or 5 different fits just for any type of situation. It definitely helped him out. And it's a Kamen Rider Wizard. Yeah, definitely put on spells on this one. Yeah.
But so far, the Kamen Rider dub has been tried and tested here. Let's see if Luigi64 can make that comeback against the Gold Phantom here, if Gold Phantom's got a little more fits in the wardrobe.
Again, ascending to the heavens. It goes straight into the dive kick, of course. We saw that in the last set here. Tries to go a little bit more onto the wall bounce here, but gets the hard knockdown regardless. And now he goes in with the flaming forward movement with that sword, I guess. I don't know,
that's some kind of Okuzeme.
You got something going on with that. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, shout outs to the players who are trying to figure out how to really get the wake-up pressure to work in this game. It's just, for me and my experience in the mystery bracket, it's turned to be a double-edged sword, unlike many other things.
Absolutely. But yeah, we definitely have a lot more coming in with Gold Phantom here.
Oh no!
We restarted. Ooh, we take that round. We take that round, absolutely. We don't know what happened. He just instantly reset.
Maybe that was the other outfit he was looking for. He's got to stop. He's got to take the dragon suit to the cleaners.
We got the official TOs coming in to see what exactly happened. But when we see what we saw exactly was it was pause and then it went immediately to reset and then hit select to yes. So we're not really sure what exactly happened, but we're going to try to talk it out. All right, a little bit of a break here. It looks like they're just going to reset, maybe go back to the original. No, not really sure exactly what happened. We're back into it anyway.
I'm loving this. This is it's great to see this back and forth going on in the Kamen Rider.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice, unique spin on it. And, of course, it's so good as Gold Phantom still progresses forward, tries to put in the situation here. And, again, I think with the life advantage, too, is really putting in a lot more effort to, really want to press the issue.
That HP difference here between the two of them, it's really working out in Gold Phantom's favor, because even if Luigi gets a few of those, being able to get the Storm and the Foot Dive into the mix, it just seems like it's been an uphill climb for him here. And Gold Phantom is just able to just really get some sword play up in there.
Yeah, tries to guard on there. Definitely wants to see in that. It's definitely like a smash bubble shield. You get a little bit more damage on it. It probably will break your guard. So you want to try to be on the defensive too much. So Gold Phantom now taking the spin back on the tail.
Yeah, you see that's a skill.
Anyway.
That was a skill activation there in particular, but seemed to buy a little bit of time for Luigi. But now he's down. And I think this is going to be the last chance here for Luigi down the road. Immediately goes into the beam there and gets the equalizer.
Yeah, had a full-on blaster here from full screen. And immediately on the wake-up here, gets the full-on transformation. We haven't seen any transformations on Lugi's side. Not really much going on there. But we'll see if Gold Phantom actually takes it and gets the whole dimension slash as well. That was
so anime. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to do it again. Absolutely. Worked the first time.
And that's what we love about the mystery bracket here, finding that hidden tech out there. And he's just he's literally got that Lon D energy on his wake up there. He's like, get up. I'll let you die like a warrior. And he slashes him down. And he does that 3 or 4 times to let him know, hey, this wasn't a missed input.
Absolutely not.
I figured this out, and this was deliberate out there. My man there getting a high five from his girl out there. Gold Phantom taking care of business. I mean, hey, dressed to impress.
Absolutely, yeah. And honestly, if you saw that, when he was charging that up, it did happen 3 times in a row. It was so much hyper armor that no matter what happened, it was still going to keep on going on attacks there. But seems like we're actually going to go and take a little bit of a break. That was a lot of action, a lot of early things going on here. So we're going to take a quick second just to kind of recuperate ourselves. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, but we will be right back in just a short break.
No coast, no kings, but continuation of some great combo breaker action right after this.
Tenno, a bunch of fighting game nerds who actually like clothes and art and design, got together and made apparel and accessories for you. And got official licenses from Capcom, ArcSys, B&E, SNK, and even FGC personalities to do it. See us at our booth at Combo Breaker or go online to merch.tenno.gg. Tenno, forever we fight.
I cast my hands in cement so I wouldn't snack.
What about wonderful pistachios? They're tasty and healthy.
Aw, pistachios! Why didn't I think of that? Ow!
This is looking really good. I'm not even gonna front like that.
It's a bold hit. Optimal.
It's the surge. It's the one, Jay. You ready?
I've never seen a mix like this before. That's refreshing.
That was a great combination.
Right? What? Why does he get a White Claw surge? Did I get zoned out?
Tough break, Jay. Gotta have that championship mentality.
That's the best assist I've seen since Captain
Introducing Sour Patch Kids Chews. Sweet outside, sour inside. The candy that breaks all the rules.
Chipotle Honey Chicken is back. Step into summer with fresh grilled chicken, spicy Chipotle peppers, and the perfect touch of pure honey. Open the summer with Chipotle Honey Chicken. It's taking heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Welcome back to Combo Breaker 2026, the first set of pools for today's mystery bracket. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else here. We've had in such crazy sets on and crazy games on top of that as well. B-Man the Big Hero here with Team Chris. Hey. Thank you so much again for being a part of this, and I can't wait for even more crazy games that I'm sure I have no idea about.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to set the tone, about to throw it down here. I probably caught about 4 or 5 extra gray hairs on my head here just playing alone. So
I would if I actually had any, honestly, you know. If I had any, I'd probably be right there with you,
Nah, you're polished, homie. You coming correct out here.
It comes in shining, you know, shining and glistening, you know.
Yeah, look at this. We got Orchids versus Lotus.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. They're in the cage. This looks like it's got like that Unreal tournament energy.
Yeah, and I really like this this whole neon vibe that we have going on here. It's definitely a little bit interesting that we can see. It's probably like some sort of arena battle. You can see like it's a pretty large arena as well. So we're going to see like how really this goes in. I don't know if it's like a 3D, 2D, but we're going straight into it. Round 1 going in here. Oh, it's a top-down arena style. Okay. What exactly are we doing here? What is this?
Yeah, what are they picking up? I'm seeing how they're going from dot to dot. It has a bit of that air hockey type energy, but it also has like somewhat like Tron. The walls are transparent here. All right, picks up a charge going up.
Okay. Seems like maybe like these projectiles, maybe like they're trying to like hit each other with these things. Like they're just completely like setting up boundaries here and tries to close in with the box. I might actually do it.
Oh, yeah.
I think that he got the hit. I'm pretty sure.
So is this, so is this kind of like the light cycle game here?
It definitely feels like that right now. Yeah, you don't want to be boxed in, and it seems like definitely takes the inspiration from Tron, as you mentioned. Seems like you get the revive as well.
I feel like Jeff Bridges and Jared Leto would probably be playing this to prepare for the next role.
This is going to be even crazier. Now, actually, as Blue found his way through they seem like Yellow's going to box it in, but you kind of can follow it through with your own wall that you kind of set up here.
Yeah, and it looks like the power-ups come up. Okay, so those white beams you're allowed to turn into those walls, and now we've got a drain element going on here for Nick of Time.
All right, but it seems like we already have like a score for Nick of Time as well. Probably like when he finally got hit, and he actually
he got
closes
crushed,
it
yeah,
in, closed the distance there, and actually gets the round on his side there. Seems like maybe like might be a 2 out of 3 situation on this game.
Yeah, King of the Sea able to take advantage of that here. We're playing this game Laser League. I love the air hockey feel to it with the whole dot feeling in there, and then just the play of they're going to the middle to get that power up, and it gets the charge. So right now it's I guess we're in skin mode, whatever that means.
Yeah, well, this is definitely a lot to try to figure it out. You also seem to be tethered as Yellow is kind of like put into the corner there.
Yeah.
Tries to pick a lot of things up. You want to try to, I guess, set up these walls. And it's not like they're casting it. It's just them actually applying the pressure when they walk into it themselves. So it seems like a very risk-reward to fall in. And he boxed himself in. Unfortunately, couldn't get out of that situation. Found himself closed in, and that's going to take it 1-1 here.
Man, you can see that set up like at least like a second beforehand. It's kind of got that feeling of Miss Pac-Man when the ghost got you at every single turn. And
Absolutely,
like,
yeah. Ran out of the ones where you could eat them, too. Definitely had that.
It's interesting seeing how they are traversing here, so still even at that point. Oh, you could go around the walls.
Okay,
Very
all right, so
Pac-Man,
that is one way of like making sure you get out of situations, so you can at least use the walls to your advantage here and just get out of the situation you feel boxed in. So that's good for spatial awareness when you kind of go way too many walls on screen.
Yeah, and one thing here is it looks like they're taking space from each other, trying to figure out their controls and polish up here. Could play to an advantage here that that it comes about, but sometimes you want to limit the knowledge that your other player can gain, so you can get that upper hand. So let's see what the Revive does here. We're even at 1 point a pop. The walls do bounce off the wall, but the characters go through and traverse to the opposite side of the wall. Very interesting to see how that mechanic plays out.
Yeah, very puzzle-like elements, like more of just like it's screen presence, and you actually have an extension here on multiple sides of the wall there too. So it might be like that drain thing that we're seeing here. Tries to even get more limit, and that wall also hovered the right side, so you weren't able to even teleport on the other side. And as time goes on, they're speeding it up. More walls on screen. We'll see who actually cracks first.
Yeah, let's pick up that power, see what the icon is. Oh, look at all those walls. It is getting 2-1 on the blue signal there, and it is getting messier than an UHF antenna broadcast of paid programming that we're seeing out there. Ooh, look at that, but still.
Yellow,
King of the Sea staying in his lane out there.
King of the Sea, yeah, definitely king of the corner grind right now. He's not really been able to get past on the left side, and it seems like Nick of Time is the one that has the more advantage of the screen presence here. And actually, Yellow puts himself to the corner, almost gets it, he runs right into it.
He's like running around in circles, sometimes just cornering yourself with that one. Nick of Time taking advantage, and look at that sweet little pop off as he takes it with the crowd there. Critical point here, up 2-1.
Now actually sees 3 out of 5 here, definitely. Now
this game is cool, I'm not going to lie.
It's definitely way more interesting than I kind of anticipated. There was a game when I was playing, it was more like a jousting game, so it was like another top-down screen presence awareness. But as soon as I say that, we already have like the 2-2 situation, just kind of ran into each other on that one.
Right in his face,
right
just
on there. He
tried to dodge this.
Exactly, he tried to reach and grab his own wall, but tried to take advantage. But now we're on to the final round, either the Nick of Time or the King of the Seas, Poseidon out here, to try to take advantage of it.
I think this game could use more ads.
Yeah, honestly, it definitely needs a little bit more. I think as more time goes, and there's definitely no timer as well. Want to point that out. It's just like until someone actually finally breaks. So it's just well awareness of like where you're going to be at and how long you want to play that game. So.
Facts. And you're seeing all horizontal lines there, and it corresponds to what the tethers come out here, and that tethered is like what you can kind of tag, and you go into a race to claim it. It's kind of like a Splatoon, where you're trying to just claim those type of walls and get your property off it, and then you're able to traverse off of the property that you claim. A Revive here comes in to the mix as well. Nick of Time just has an advantage here. We got more walls than King of the Seas, but King of the Seas just staying in his lane, staying organized. It's more focused on really the dodge here as it's close, and it could go either way.
Yeah, it seems like Nick of Time is now trying to get even more screen presence here. And when you have more walls on the screen, that gives you more freedom to move around on the screen as well. But honestly, King of the Seas is still kind of keeping his corner, like kind of staying in his lane, and now actually uses the wall-to-wall to teleport on the other sides. And he teleports too far and didn't realize the blue wall was there. Got a little too antsy trying to get out of situations. But Nick of Time seems to take the first game here, and will progress, hopefully, to try to get another round.
Man, it's like, you know, sometimes you fall into the habit thinking, and as a Miss Pac-Man player, I have this habit as well, where sometimes you really think that, like, just switching sides of the screen and doing that wraparound. There's other games that do that, like Mario Bros. I think does that as well. And as you mentioned, Joust.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can fall into the mental trap and adjustment of believing that it's a smart thing to do because it looks cool. It's teleporting from one side to the other. But when you don't watch your step there and you see that the wall's coming for you that way, you can clearly see he ran right into that, plowing through, and that cost him the point. That cost King of the Sea the point.
Absolutely. And yeah, we'll see if maybe now he understands a little more of the game. We had 3 rounds already, just going right back and forth there. And Nick of Time definitely seems like in a nice, comfortable spot. And now we actually have more of like a side switch. Nick of Time Noir on the left side here tries to take more of the screen presence here to kind of swap it out. But we'll see if, and honestly, he has, it looks like something on his back too. I don't know if that's like more like a shield or something that they can use, but maybe it's like something that's more like character specific. I'm not sure if it's going to come into play.
Yeah, you see that meter build come into play, and it opens up, and then it descends, and then it resets. And okay, so what that meter build does is allows you to do like a command dash there, which is it seems to be useful. It's interesting to see what kind of invincibility that dash, if any, has in terms of getting to the wall, and I feel it's going to play a major factor in this one.
Yeah, and that's also one thing. It's like if you're Nick of Time and you have something like that, it may be kind of worth it just to kind of feel it out, see if it actually does work like that, because you are at least up a game. So it might be just worth it just to like kind of maybe cost yourself one round, just so you can get a little more familiarity than King of the Sea has, since he's already down on a game. But we'll see if it actually has anything to do. And then comes the Drain once again. Now even more walls are being put up and even more expansion on the screen.
Yeah, and right now it is getting lit. I mean, to be honest with you, it's looking like shades of Rez for the Sega Dreamcast in terms of these animations we got going on there. You know, the music kind of does also sound like a bit of that kind of that produced sound. Definitely an all-time classic. I love to play it in VR. And look at these walls that Nick of Time is assembling as well, and like really in the place to be. And yeah, King of Sea is not going to traverse through the different walls because he sees that that Nick of Time doing a good job of keeping those corners covered there with the gold blocks.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to walk through. Again, a couple of them wasn't quite able to find his footing. And there goes those T's. Runs right into it. They both met up again in the situation where they just meet up, trying to fight for that one spot. And Nick of Time actually was able to sneak that out there.
Yeah, and that was really interesting there, too, because it seemed like King of the Sea had some kind of power-up that was able for him to deploy the walls to go in 2 different directions. So it looked like he was spitting out some T's, but Nick of Time was like, yo, all I need is a little X-axis out there. We doing business.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick of Time definitely very comfortable in this situation now. Oh, but it makes up again. And now on this side, King of the Sea actually was able to grab it just in time before Nick of Time tried to take a little bit more advantage, more of the screen presence, and now King of the Sea now on the board.
Yeah, knotted up at 1-1 here.
This is getting a lot. Now that I feel like they definitely both figured this game out a little bit more. Now they're really fighting it out. They're really trying to see like they can get into each other's heads. You know, using like the wall to walls to just kind of bounce around, just getting from one side of the screen to the other. And now it's really getting into the point where it's like, will you actually crack now that we've figured this out? And it's really like kind of going the distance here. You know, tying up on the second game.
Man, it's like I'm playing the Snake game on the Nokia phones, and it's like a multiplayer version.
I wish that we had Snake here. That'd be great. First to crack would lose, you know. Oh. But you know, that's definitely one of those tough situational screen presence games very early on in our childhood for sure.
I mean, yeah, we have the light cycle battles in Tron.
Yeah.
In the arcade cabinet of Tron, which shout outs to my homies in South Florida for having that cabinet. It's one of my favorites.
All right, Nick of Time. Again,
oh, he might be trapped there. Through the wall he goes. Wow, amazing.
Again,
Nick of Time was able
the
to avoid
screen
that
presence here. King of the Seas definitely want to get caught up again. You really can't afford it now. You want to try to stay alive in this. But now it seems like all those blues and uses the wall-to-wall again. Finds himself back into the other side of the corner. Good spatial awareness again.
Let's see here. And it looks like they're going to pick up. That's going to pick up a charge there. Now we got the drain going on. And what I think that does is I believe that the meter underneath you. Oh, no,
so rough.
We were probably looking at the meter there and then got hit by that intersection. Perpendicular madness here as Nick of Time is what I believe is a match point.
Oh! What? The round just started. What do you mean? It just started. Oh, he tried to take advantage of it so early, and Nick of Time got that in the nick of time right as that started. Didn't want to give King of the Sea any credit and moves on 3-1. That was so... I feel like it was kind of anticlimactic because we just didn't see that coming. But you kind of like can't really anticipate things like that.
No,
in
and
this series.
I love those like sudden attacks and everything, where it could be able to just quickly shut people down and just get that build instantly on them. It's fantastic to see. You know, I especially think this game would definitely play towards earlier Fortnite players as well.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of those skills with like playing mind games around getting those builds and those guns. And kind of the weapons that play around it. And,
Yeah.
you know, this is probably the nicest thing I've ever said about Fortnite.
You see, like, I was about to say, like, kind of fit that in there. You know, it's like, we are set up the walls here. If you have, like, I guess that experience, like, kind of sets it up, you know? Like, that's kind of the core fundamental of how that game is. You know, definitely props to it, I guess. You know, definitely challenge that over. If these guys are even Fortnite players either, we're not so sure. But either way, you know, King of the Sea, you know, unfortunately kind of met his end fighting up against that wall there. Just tries to take advantage of that so early there, but... You know, now we're going to get into another set. I don't know if, like, the colors of these guys change. We have different classes, so they do have some different things here. It's like range teleport attacks, AoE, lethal strikes. We haven't really seen too much of that, I don't think, but maybe some of these modifiers and classes will actually do something in this set.
Yeah, it looks like we're going with Neon versus Xenon here. So I'm going to say this is going to be a battle of, oh man, I'm really bad at chemistry here, but I'm just going to say a battle of halogen gases.
I couldn't tell you. I have absolutely dropped that since high school, but I'll follow your lead on that
Neon's
one.
not
That's fine.
halogen, never mind.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, I definitely wasn't super smart on the science aspect of this, but either way, it's definitely the looks on these ones. You know, the nice colors will definitely kind of interact with them.
Yeah, it was kind of like I was raised on The Simpsons, so I follow the periodic table that was provided by Oscar Mayer.
Okay.
Which is like, you know, I know the number of protons found in polonium.
There you
which
go.
I'm hoping was an element in this game, but
I don't think it is.
It's just
unfortunately.
funny though, because the first match we saw was between Orchid and Lotus.
Yeah.
So it was a battle of botany.
Yeah.
And this time around here, this is the battle of the glowing gases.
We definitely have a nice change of face on that one for sure.
Oh, and look at the setups here. We got windmills.
Okay, this is definitely a lot more interesting. You know, it's instead of like trying to like follow through with moving projectiles there,
And he
just
get
died.
clipped by his own that was like from Leprechaun 2, where
That-
the guy walks into the windmill.
I haven't seen that one, but
it's a
I'll
great
follow.
horror movie.
I'll follow that up. Yeah, for sure. Like falling right into the Feel Good Inc. You know, that's where I'm gonna go with it. You know?
Okay, you
Demon
see
Days. That? You
I
like that,
it.
right?
Don't fuck you, Homo
yeah.
sapien. All right, I'm with it.
But no, in comparison, it might be like the stage presence. Like the last one, it's like moving of these walls, or you kind of have to fall. And you do have some of these here. And now these windmills not only are stationary, but also have like that moving type of feel.
Oh,
So
this is triggering my claustrophobia.
Oh, and right now here, two Kermit with the Kermit now following the green. I like that he's using the green to follow up with the Kermit type of feel. Gold Phantom, unfortunately, now down 2 rounds. And I like that 2 Kermit is now taking the presence of mind to try to push him into
He's
the
got to
corner
get these
some
2
more.
beacons here. Then he can get an advantage. I feel like it's very strong to get like the
Oh!
he's got a slash!
Oh, he
was
pulled that out! Oh, he was so alive. That's exactly what we saw before about like those AoE strikes or like the fast up attacks. We finally got to see Gold Phantom pull
this
that
is
one
Gold
out.
Phantom. We saw what he was doing in Common Rider out here, and he saw Kermit in his grill, and he said, "I'm not locked up with you. You're locked up
in here
with me."
Absolutely, yeah. He felt like he was like, oh, I got to press for the issue, but came into that strike. And now see if Kermit is now bound on the back foot.
Oh, we got some middle windmills here. I like this stage, B-Man. This is like a lot more aggressive here, and they're really getting more and more imposing here. But Kirby's like struggling to get some activations on here, despite having the shield, which should prove helpful.
Yeah, it seems like Gold Phantom's going to take the presence of mind. Actually gets the trip, almost lets the trip happen and falls into the windmill, but Gold Phantom had a little bit more time to recover and just was able to squeak that out.
Man, this is looking more dangerous and more of a tight space than the underwater level of the
look at the lockdown. So the lockdown is now blocking off Green from being able to even use the walls entirely to get out of situations.
I love that.
It's a small amount of time, but definitely well worth it.
Inescapable, making it seem even more tighter like the underwater level of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got one touch on that and you're dead. Just like this game, you touch any of these, you're absolutely cooked. But it seems like we got more of the drains here.
Oh, he came from the other side!
Oh, and that was unfortunate. He fell into it. 2 Kermit stays alive and gets that last round. And I love the presence of mind that Gold Phantom tried to take that and sneak it out, but just kind of fell into the
Man,
corner
I was
trap
really
himself.
giving Phantom his praises there, but it just looked like wrong step here, and then Kermit finds his way around. That's actually my Patrick Mahomes impression. But the,
yeah, that's fine. That's literally the exact same person. Absolutely.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you.
2 Kermit, yeah, definitely a game on the board. And, yeah, I really like how Gold Phantom, really, the way that he won the round of the last one. And, again, we just bring it up here, takes it on here, uses the slash here. You got to have to use some of these abilities to try to take out 2 Kermit here.
Yeah, Gold Phantom is trying to get this win here in close quarters, and I definitely applaud his strategy for doing that here. All right, 4v4 in terms of the windmill here. Let's see. What matters is how we will go through the walls. Charge. All right, so let's see. Gold Phantom continues pushing. I love Gold Phantom's tech here at the same time, but man, Kermie, I mean, he's literally slippery up until
Gold
he's
Phantom.
not.
Okay, so now he's not only just used like the special abilities he has, but he uses that dash to try to take it and just opens it up with 2 Kermie. Tries to take that same exact windmill, but again, Gold Phantom is really starting to learn the intricacies of this game. And I feel like he actually will bring this back up 1-1.
Oh, got him slash. You know, I like that. Predicted his movement there, saw that he wanted to get that activation out there, and Gold Phantom was able to give him the business there. But now we are here in a mid-match. We make mid-match substitutions here? We're making like coaching settings like this NBA 2K?
It definitely seems like it. And now, honestly, like now I feel like Kermie is now on the back foot. That was 3 straight, mainly just off of just special moves alone. And it seems like Xenon has like different classes here. The Ghost with invulnerability. Seems like maybe he wants to like use that invulnerability to like try to get out of situations like that. But we'll see if that actually will play it. And then now it's like the final round. See if 2 Kermie can actually bring it back here. And he does on the first round.
Fashion. Nice work there by Kermie. Tied up 1-1 here. Got a few spaces left and already utilizing, chasing through the walls to get through and create some interesting angles and movement.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kermie was not able to get the corner one on that windmill, so he used some time to try to rebuild that situation. But it doesn't matter. Gold Phantom tries to dash his way into it. 2 Kermie was 1 step ahead and now is on match point this early in this game.
I just don't know if I want to rush someone if I know what piece they're going for. I feel like it's helped Gold Phantom at like one point, and I complimented it, but a lot of times it seems like there, right there. I mean, Gold Phantom is pretty much like stopped his own momentum. Good strategy and approach to do that there, but it's just Kermie just was, I mean, slippery when wet, man.
Slippery when wet.
I mean, literally, it's Mahomes. Like, Mahomes makes his best play when he's like about washed completely there. And Kermie's shown what a cornered rat is able to pull off there.
Yeah.
And is really able to, I mean, as a Muppet reference, just pull the strings out there. So that was fantastic, man. Shout outs to some mastery here on Laser League. That game looks awesome.
That is super sick. I really love seeing that so far, you know.
And we got more games coming your way. We're going to go pay our bills for a little bit here. More Combo Breaker mystery pools coming your way real soon.
Combo Breaker 2026 action will return after this short break.
I put myself in a bear hug to keep from snacking.
You should try Wonderful Pistachios. They're tasty and healthy.
Is that honey?
Yep.
Sleep well.
Hey, Punto!
Are you ready?
It's only in victory.
Picking a good wake-up option can be tough. When it comes to top-tier flavor, don't guess. Oka's MA Coffee Company. Use code CB26 for 10% off of orders this weekend.
Your body knows. A sense of victory. Seized when mind, movement, and gear ignite as one. Now, step into your zone. Designed to win.
Chipotle Honey Chicken is back. Step into summer with fresh grilled chicken, spicy Chipotle peppers, and the perfect touch of pure honey. Open the summer with Chipotle Honey Chicken. It's taking heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Well, glad you stuck around here. We got more mystery coming your way here at Combo Breaker 2026. More pools. It's Miami's Mike Demon, Team Chris, joined alongside here by B-Man, the big hero, with the big energy we got going on there. I mean, we had it going on there.
We definitely
did. We had some cool SNK Kusoge style going out there. We had some common style going out there. We had some Dot Matrix, Air Hockey, Tron-inspired Laser League, which was awesome. We got more awesomeness coming your way as we see who's going to be able to – got numbers a little cold. We're going to see who's going to be fighting there to get them Chipotle cards, get up out of pools, see who can continue in round 2.
Honestly, I was watching these ads. It is early in the morning, too, but I got my Chipotle card from playing in Marvel. Going to be top 32 a little bit later, but I see that commercial, and I see we've been talking off camera to talk about more meats and getting ourselves in there. I'm starting to get hungry, not just for the meats and for nutrition, but also for these bombastic type of games here.
All right, Nick of Time is back. We saw him earlier, and then going up against 2Kermi back in the game here. 2Kermi had a great showing there in the Laser League as well. Now, we are playing this game Bombastic, which is interesting here because this kind of looks like a mix of Catherine and Qbert.
See, I was going to go on like something of like Bomberman and Catherine.
I can see that, yeah.
You guys see the explosions and like the grid type of situations, and obviously it seems like the more that you roll the dice, like you have like more like situational awareness to like kind of just bring them together. I'm not sure what the pluses are for, but some of them are actually even exploding and like kind of resurrecting themselves, but it seems like we also have a time limit as well, and I'm not sure what this gauge is, but it seems like maybe like just more like screen presence, and Red seems to be in the lead with, I guess, more dice in play.
Yeah, you see those numbers counting down here on that ratio chart, to your credit. Yeah, and it's interesting how the dice like changes colors. I'm trying to look at what the color coordination is. I'm just trying to figure out what combinations do what.
Yeah.
And then first off, how to stay alive. I mean, I think staying alive here in the mystery bracket, figuring it out, will go a long way. But it looks like there's something going on when you're able to connect some sequences and kind of play your cards right in favor here. And to your credit, yeah, there's the way it's exploding. It's very similar to a power bomb kind of thing in Bomberman that we saw. I played the Sega Saturn version. It's fantastic.
Yeah. But yeah, it seems like Red was in the lead, but it seems like that number is ticking down extremely fast, and we're cooked. Absolutely. Looks like we're out of here. Yeah, it seemed like Red was definitely well more into the advantage early on, but this seems like to be maybe like a 3 out of 5 situation. It seemed like there was a couple rounds in there, so we'll see if we can actually get a little more presence here.
Yeah, so the pluses are like lightning rods, I take it here. And then once the lightning strike hits them, it goes and spreads and creates that power bomb movement here. So we see we're tied at 99, a piece of the ratio there. I wonder if it's possible to get the complete pie. They're just fighting over slices here, and the rest of the pie is blank. I guess it goes to me because I eat all the pie. But
it's already started off. You put the plate on there. It's like, what happened to half of it? It's like, what do you mean the half of it?
Yeah.
You already finished it up. What are you talking about?
Better be some bombastic boysenberry going on with that one. Look at this, though. Yeah, Nick of Time out there is literally walking on those plus blocks there. Feels like that's some risky behavior. Oh, they both are. We're playing chicken.
Yeah, they were definitely on the same mindset there, trying to like kind of stay on top of each other. But Blue is definitely on the back foot here. 22 points, I guess, is like what he has left. But going to try to maybe like slow it down on Red. Definitely on a huge advantage here.
Yeah, Nick of Time really holding it down here. The Red with the crown here. See how the crown does.
He cooked himself. He ran into it. You got to see that the dice are literally bursting and about to explode, and he ran right on top of it. Maybe just felt that he was just too cornered there, but no, unfortunately, he wasn't able to pull through, and now it's tied up here.
Yeah, 1 round to pop, and yeah, I can see, like, normally in Bomberman, I'm, like, running around just trying to survive out there. And once I do that, like, I know it makes the games run longer there, but you're able to just capitalize on your opponent making a mistake. But some people, like, they want to focus on their offense and opportunities and see how they can spread that lightning and flash and get those dubs. Let's see how it plays out between both of these players.
All right, we see some of these exploding dice are actually changing colors to the blues here, and it seems like when you actually get those sequences, it's now starting to tick down on the other colors situation here, and it seems like, oh, and you walk right on top of it. Again, the explosions are there, and the presence of mind to kind of keep on that section there, and then unfortunately, Red just felt like he had to try to take impressively advantage, but we're now on checkpoint, match point.
Yeah, Kermit can take it there. Now you see the sequence. The twos are connected and they're pulsating. So it looks like that's what sets off the bomb. And then boom, and then the lightning goes around. And boom goes the dynamite, I guess as the meme would say.
Yeah, and all that seems to add up here, and that brings down the numbers quickly, too. And it's like a timer. Like, kind of like brings it all down at a slow measure. But now we're... whoa! Just had the explosion. He stepped right on top of it and fell right into the mind game there. And that seems to do it. Oh, my goodness.
It's first to one, it seems. Okay.
It seems to be first to one. Absolutely.
Fantastic
oh, my two.
by
Kermit holding it up. Absolutely.
I still think that's the evil Russian clone.
Definitely could be, you know. Definitely affecting
the one
area.
with the meme in the hoodie that's like, go ahead.
Just do it.
Get that extra cookie after midnight, Christian.
Let that intrusive thought take over. Absolutely.
And it definitely does play off for Kermit there. That's a real interesting game because I feel like if you are kind of the person who's good at manipulating dice
yes,
and doing that, then you can kind of figure out what sequences and what steps you need exactly to get the exact number to get those sequences.
Yeah.
So it really is like a very deeply layered game.
Yeah.
But like I think me and the homies would be like, nah, I don't really want to learn math. Or
See,
like,
that,
I don't really want
the
to
math
count.
is not mathing because the math is too hard. Like putting the two numbers together is definitely harder to like really incorporate that because you have to not only just do that, but also be in mind that they also explode too. So like you can mind game somebody. It's like, hey, I'm going to set this up. And then as it's starting to brew, as we've seen, follow them up and they just walk right on top of it, get the explosion too.
That's just outright hilarious that
Yeah.
like we have to count in
Yeah.
order to play Bomberman. But
Yeah,
very
can't count on
interesting
that.
approach and a bit nuanced and layered, but that's what we love in the mystery tournament here, and it's how it's able to pull off. I really feel that a big highlight of Kermit's play here is that he's proven to be pretty slippery.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, to his credit. I mean, we've seen him face down a lot of tech, like that match with Gold Phantom there.
Yep.
It really looked like Gold Phantom was really pushing forward, having the tech, because some of the things that we saw from Gold Phantom earlier, he was able to really discover some moves and really pull things off with it. But then at the end, like, Kermit was just, like, able to just kind of survive the strategy imposed on him. And just stick around, man.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Kermit definitely seems to be the favor so far, at least from these pools. It's definitely been dominating here in this early sets. But obviously, there's still more games to play. There's still more things. You know, maybe we get into some racing things, you know, as we mentioned here. There's so much more variety that can happen, you know, and a game like that where it's just like kind of more on the mathematician and explosions to like kind of get that devious type of setups there, you know. You don't know what even else is going to come out.
I don't mind seeing another go of Bombastic because I like to see the strats employed by it.
Yeah.
I'm actually like peeking over your head trying to see like what kind of consoles they got in play there. Just a reminder, we're running everything from the Atari 2600 over to the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And that definitely includes some fun stuff like the Atari Jaguar, the Sega Master System.
I would love to see if there was the Virtual Boy setup console. You know, you put your eyes into the shades, you know, kind of like just see right through, only see red, get some Mario Tennis involved. We got to see something wacky
I'm
like that.
so tempted to get it for the Switch too.
Yeah, right?
Because it has secret games.
It
Not
does.
secret, but it has a lot of unfinished games that like really shows that it's an interesting library. So here we got the next game.
War
here.
of the Monsters! Oh, I'm popping off. Oh, okay, you guys do not know I am old. So back in the day, this is one of those ones you get your Godzilla like Melee games, right? But this is
I played the
next
Dreamcast one.
level.
I was a big fan of the Dreamcast
Absolutely.
one. Yeah.
Oh man, I really want to. I'm so happy to be here, man. This is the best. Mantis is clearly the best because he can regain life. He can regain life off of his special.
And
He's
that's
the only one of
significant
these
for a
can do
kaiju
that.
because
a big significant
because
difference.
I'm a Godzilla lover, right?
Yeah.
And I know that Godzilla needs his naps.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and all that. But if you can regenerate and get that stamina going and everything, that definitely is a big deal.
You
now,
guys do not know about this game. Oh, I'm going to teach you guys some.
I'm ready.
Ooh,
I'm
it's in there.
excited,
Okay.
man. Because last year, I went on something called the Team Chris Kaiju Tour.
Yeah, okay.
Where I was a giant AI-generated 80-foot monster tearing down every city that I was in.
Hell yeah.
It was great. It was amazing. I'll never do it again. But this, I mean, probably is better than what I could have brought out there and done it here. But I love the whole black and white, the grind. What kind of characters are in this? Are there any like IPs? Like, do we have like?
No, these are all original. These are all original monsters.
Because I was gonna sing the Gamera song.
No, these are
you know
all
the Gamera
original.
song?
No, I do not. No.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll bust it. Because it looked like they had Kong up in there.
Yeah.
But I guess this is kind of like, the game I grew up with. Me and one of my best friends from 3rd grade played. Shout out to Michael Farrow. I love you, bro. We played King of the Monsters 2 for the Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Where you had
absolutely.
like Super Geon, Cyber Woo, and Atomic Guy.
Right.
And that was actually, I feel like, a very underrated beat 'em up.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that my left hand probably has arthritis from grinding the D-pad in the grappling system.
Yep.
And that's why I'm a stick player, not a pad player.
Yeah.
I literally have like arthritis from that.
All right. So it looks like, unfortunately, these guys are going low tier. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Low
so
tier.
also, in this game, you actually can walk and step on folks. So you can actually see like little
So
blood
it's like
splatters on the
Rampage.
ground.
Yeah,
exactly.
Rampage.
Yeah.
And also
So you
King of the Monsters. too,
Exactly,
yeah.
So each character has their own specials. You build your special meter. You can even climb up on the building so you get your life back. There's like little blue and red orbs. So you have to like kind of use your stage presence in mind to even break down some of the buildings so you can even get some more life back, because there could be some things in the middle there too. There's even weapons you can pick up, cars to throw. So you have a whole lot of things, and you have to find each other too on the 3D plane. And like this whole map system, you can see like the red life there too, and the blue stamina, that's your stamina meter. So you got to keep it in mind. You can't just be destroying things. You got to find each other first, and they finally are there.
Yeah, see, me in particular in this situation, having watched Shin Godzilla, I'm more of a fan of government's bureaucracy for the lack of response to this going on there. Absolutely. And I'm sure the insurance premiums here are absolutely through the roof. And you see that helicopter just going wayward in those distances there. Oh, he found him. Strongman found him. He's giving him the business. Look at those hands. And you know Strongman loves that Okuzeme. We saw it earlier.
Yeah, so everyone kind of like has like little wake-up options. So you got to be in mind. You can block. I believe that you can pick them up and throw them like against the buildings, kind of get some wall extensions too. And yeah, honestly, like it's just kind of like a masher if you kind of like get things going. But you have like a lot of slow-moving normals as well. So as long as you kind of presence in mind for that, you can definitely stay on top of it.
Yeah, dude's got a flash he got there, and I like these movements there. It's very shades of like Thunder Megazord.
Yes.
Like Season 2 Power Rangers on Fox.
And
Oh,
look at how
send him
far,
back.
Yeah, that's the
boy.
meta of this game. You can either like send them out, and then you can now that you're low on life, you can try to find some life back so that you can like take it before like the other player does. So you can see like these glowing orbs, and they're all over the place.
Yeah, and I love like what I call the Toe Jam and Earl effect, where it's split screen, but then when they're on the screen facing each other, it comes into one screen.
Absolutely. Finally, it becomes like an actual like 3D plane. You can actually see it. So it's like gets like two type of hybrid type of situations.
Yeah,
here.
like there. Kind of wish they would high five like Toe Jam and Earl. I love the camera work that they put together. Oh, he sends him back. Every single time he gets like that DOA style like knockback all the way there. I just have like Alpha 5 robot going off in my head like, Rangers.
All right, well, King of the Sea, also, we saw him earlier, Strongman as well, both trying to make it, I believe this would be loser sets, since unfortunately they both lost in their previous sets, but they're going to try to keep moving forward. And again, I cannot gush about this game. I really wish there was something even more, a little more recent of these
I love
games.
that. Gave him the hand, sending him back. My man goes flying out there, but Strongman's still standing. We got a 4-piece there. Oh, okay, we're exchanging. We got both combos going on track. Oh, good flash kicks, like kind of a Pele sending it back there. Look at that open field right there.
Whispers here, at all those, the red dot that you can see on the UI is their specials, but don't tell them how to do it. I'm not going to tell you either, but they can press buttons to get a super out, and each of them has one. But let's see if they can actually figure that out.
I love how it shows from within the building.
Yes.
That's getting crushed.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
is so cool.
The destructiveness in this game is also awesome because, like, you could just, if you really wanted to just hang out and just, and there's the sleeping effect too. Each of them has like a dizzy, there's a sleep, there's a couple other different critical mechanics that you have. Poison as well on certain characters. But yeah, no, this game, and now you're on low life. Now you're on the presence of mind. You got to go and get your life back.
This is so cool. This is literally like Rampage World Tour, but like as a fighting game.
Dude, I cannot gush about this game enough. This game is so sick. I really do wish that there's like something in the future we can get something reminiscent to that. But either way, this is still like one of the best games
It's
I've ever
getting
played.
close. Strongman is pulling in. Good comeback city, but oh man, Strongman's still standing. He got it. He brings out the big red Megazord blade. Does it to pop off. Strongman gets that first point. Good comeback.
All right, yeah, 1st and 2, definitely. These could definitely go on for a while. There's no timer on this game either. As you can see, you can even build even more.
He picked up a car!
Yep, you can
He's
pick up a
picking
car.
tanker!
Yeah, you can pick up a car and you can throw it across the screen. And you can take those like little antennas that you have and you can throw them there and you can get impaled and they get stunned.
Bro, he's literally flying around like my best friend's 2 toddlers in the living room, man.
Getting chucked around right
like
into the pool.
I was watching Cars 2 with them. Great movie.
Yeah.
And they're just throwing out. Looks like he's got King of the Sea here as a full meter, and he's throwing out some of that beam. But Strongman is answering back with a Buster. Beam versus Buster. Now we got the hands.
See, as we get the hype in here, only because obviously Kaiju battles definitely bring out the best in all of us, and that's another red orb. That's if you use your special, you can pick those red orbs, you get another special.
Man, if I was Ubering through this, I would definitely charge twice as much. This is definitely heavy activity time.
Honestly, I would charge triple. It's not even worth it. Like the insurance on this, like on your own car, God forbid you get thrown over, I feel like it's cooked after that.
And I mean, if the passenger does not tip,
yeah, honestly, yeah,
delivering here. Oh, he's picking up some of those taxis. Extracurricular. Got an explosion, but doesn't seem like it did much damage there against King of the Sea's Wake Up here.
Yeah, King of the Sea. And now you have those blasters, so you have to kind of lock onto them. It's a little hard to kind of control when you're also trying to maneuver around the 3D plane.
Yeah, it feels very virtual on again. Like, but it's just bigger
so.
arenas here, and I love these multi-tiered environments. It's fantastic.
Yeah, these health pools and like the stamina pools, all these little orbs, they're not, I don't remember if they're actually like regenerative or not, but you know, from what I can remember, it's like you want to try to get them early so that way the other player doesn't get a chance to use it.
And Strongman, we've seen him have like kind of the upper hand in terms of developing strategies early and coming in and being on the attack. And you're seeing him now as he's chasing down the King of the Sea here. Got him cornered, but now we got camera changes going on there. And King of the Sea came to eat. He took a big bite out of that apple, big boy.
Absolutely. And yeah, King of the Sea is now definitely finally traversing around. Now finally gets the movement down, and the Strongman is not going to have to go in for the chase too. Honestly, the more that you can get your, that finally we're using the blocks too, so you won't be able to really take damage that much, but you're still kind of like in that block string, will kind of get you pushed back.
Wow, look at the neutral being used here.
Big, trying to go for that big throw. Yeah, unfortunately not quite there.
King of the Sea swinging for the fences here. I like it, but Strongman's got the chains and the resource management that kept him alive. Felt King of the Sea really had the upper hand in the first fight there, but Strongman was just able to survive.
Man, if you guys know War of the Monsters, you are absolutely based here. But, you know, to all the people that have grown up with this game, the endless nights in the basement of my house with me and my stepbrothers, everybody going around, just that's that special. So he used it. That's the one where he just kind of like flares around. Now, it doesn't really do much, but if you can find that other one, you can still like use another special later. You still have to find it.
Let's see. Sends down that building.
Oh,
and
yeah. He threw up and then he chucked it backwards. See, that's what you have in this game.
Hot Wheels.
Once you're locked in, you're in there.
But Strongman builds up the damage output, and he's got the combos here. He can take it, and he's knocking him down there. Oh, man, King of the Sea needs some revival.
Yeah, and you're going to try to blast it through. You absolutely can die off a chip. And Strongman is going to be the strong mecha warrior over this Godzilla lookalike. You know, not patented. It's like that meme. It's like, that's not really Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, it's copyright friendly Godzilla.
It's not Godzilla.
But it's a non-copyright Godzilla, yeah. I don't remember what movie that's from, but I do remember that meme. That meme's awesome.
The meme is definitely more favorable, at least in my memory. But either way, now we're going into another set. It seemed like maybe I thought they got 2 in there, but I guess we're going 3 out of 5. Not really sure, but we'll figure that out. Either way, more Kaiju action is definitely more than what I could say.
I just feel like when I watched Shin Godzilla at the Regal Cinema with the 4DX seats, it was quite an experience.
Absolutely, man. I cannot wait for that next new Godzilla movie, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the minus one.
-1,
yeah,
yep, absolutely.
-0 is fantastic.
All right.
But the tail whips, but it's just King of the Sea's not doing the damage here, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, both these guys are pretty low tier from what I remember. Like they're very slow moving. They don't really have great specials. But
I like that. He used the building to send Strongman
and there it goes.
down.
That's that. Before even Battlefield did it, this is War of the Monsters. They did the destructive environment first.
It's going down, yelling timber like the Pitbull Timeless Classic with Kesha.
Oh, man. All right, well, now King of the Sea, now Half-Life. You're going to have to try to – see, this is the thing. You got to, like, run away, and you got to try to get your life back and, you know, traversing around the environment. But this is when you're on the back foot. You got to try to take the presence in mind to really get all these before you start losing more life
that
here.
beam's got King of the Sea just on retreat. He is just on his back heels looking, and Strongman right here, he is just – oh, man, this is just – Tom Servo and Crow would be having a field day right now talking about how Strongman is going to town here. Got some exploding cars, but he sends them through the building.
See, now this is the thing. Like, as you're King of the Sea, like, you actually got the hit there. If you see, like, the giant green orb, that's 100% life back you can get. Like, your best bet now is to get that hard knockdown and then go traverse so you can see something like that so you can get your full life back. Then you can go and press it. But going for it too much is definitely not working out for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's cornered there. He can run, but he cannot hide. Strongman will eventually hold it down, especially when he's got that upper hand. But King of the Sea rising from the buildings here. Maybe he can find that second win. You know, he needs that Gamera song. He needs that Gamera is really neat. Gamera is filled with beat. We've been eating Gamera. Shell, teeth, eyes, flames, claws, breasts, scales, fun. Let's get it here. He's radioactive, goes Strongman. Oh no, he's on a second wind and on a tear.
Yeah, that's the thing. Strongman found that positional where he can get that 100% life back, but King of the Sea is still trying to even find like little bits and pieces of life, but it doesn't seem to be working out. Still gets another hard knockdown, and again, he hasn't even used the special once either. He doesn't really know how to like utilize that. I believe it's L2 and R2. Don't quote me, but it's definitely like, if I remember correctly, it's like 2 buttons like X-Men, you know.
Yeah, not that we're trying to coach. We're cheering on as much destruction as possible.
That's all that we want, really. The people are really here for a show, and you can kind of see like you can see it like that. The blood splatters, like they couldn't really get out of that.
Those are just some not very intelligent NPCs.
Definitely not.
I'll just put it in there. Oh, Strongman got him in the corner again here. He is up 2-0, and this is a first of 3. Thank you guys for doing that. Low health here for King of the Sea up against the ropes. Strongman unleashing the special here. He's going to throw around some micro machines up at him.
Micro machines, the crazy taxis, everything in between.
Coming soon. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, see? Yeah, you saw that tweet? Oh, I can't wait for that either.
You know I might. Okay. Low health here. King of the Sea still holding on here. He's got to find a strategy to apply some damage here into Strongman. You know, he's kind of going to need like the oxygen destroyer from the first Godzilla. It's going to be one of those weapons that really causes repercussions here to really stay up in here. Oh, he's almost at the end, knocked down. And there goes the death blow. Strongman with the strength, the 3-0 in the War of the Monsters.
Man.
Like, this game's awesome.
This game is absolute rules. Nothing in the PS2 library holds a candle to like just the destructiveness and the environments, the kaiju battles. This is just one of those, like, I wouldn't really call it hidden gem because it's just part of my childhood. I've known a lot of people that have just played that. It's just one of those things where it's like the PS2 library had so many great things that just could be anyone's favorite, and that was just one of them that I see that and it just made my heart glow.
You know that scene in the original Godzilla, and it was later remade in Godzilla -0?
Yeah.
Where the radio broadcasters are on that tower,
yeah.
and Godzilla comes up, and it's like, oh, this is going to be the end of our broadcast here. He's coming at us like that. I'm probably one of the few people that are jealous of those guys. Yeah. I'm just saying. Because
you're like, oh, I'm fine with this. You know, it's like one of those. It's like, this is exactly what I've been building my whole life for, and I didn't even know it, you know?
Yeah, that was just fantastic. Hoping to see more of that and those actions coming through. And I know you want to see more of that as well. We're going to go off to a quick break, and we're going to kick back right with it. See you soon.
We're going to take a quick pause for the cause. When we come back, more Combo Breaker action coming right to you. Don't go nowhere.
Chipotle Honey Chicken is back. Step into summer with fresh grilled chicken, spicy Chipotle peppers, and the perfect touch of pure honey. Open the summer with Chipotle Honey Chicken. It's taking heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Tenno, a bunch of fighting game nerds who actually like clothes and art and design, got together and made apparel and accessories for you, and got official licenses from Capcom, ArcSys, BNE, SNK, and even FGC personalities to do it. See us at our booth at Combo Breaker, or go online to merch.tenno.gg. Tenno, forever we fight.
This is looking really good. I'm not even gonna front like that.
It's a bold hit. Optimal.
It's the surge. It's the one, Jay. You ready?
I've never seen a mix like this before. That's refreshing.
That was a great combination.
Right? What? Why does he get a White Claw surge? Did I get zoned out?
Tough break, Jay. Gotta have that championship mentality.
That's the best assist I've seen since Captain
I put myself in a bear hug to keep from snacking.
You should try Wonderful Pistachios. They're tasty and healthy.
Is that honey?
Sure is.
Run. Shh.
Introducing Sour Patch Kids Chews. Sweet outside, sour inside. The candy that breaks all the rules.
I wish that we could go back to War of the Monsters, man. I gotta reintroduce you guys back into the mystery bracket. My hype level just in that past game was through the roof. One of my favorite games that I've seen as a child, but we're back into the mystery bracket once again, and I wouldn't want to be here other than with Team Chris. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
Glad to kick it, man.
What a great block that we've had this morning. You know, it really gets the energy, really gets the blood flowing, you know, for the rest of the bracket. Again, we still have even more of the mystery bracket. Not only just that, but for the doubles as well later on tonight. But
I think this is a puzzle game.
We're going to continue on today. Here we are.
This got that bubble bobble look. It's Battle Balls. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be like Bust a Move.
All right, Benjamin Boxing on the right, Strongman on the left. I'm not sure if the characters have anything to do with it, as most of these puzzle games do.
What is the deal with the bandages on the dude here? It looks like
he's definitely had a rough time going in. You know, taking the damage, taking all this stuff, and it still gets the connection stuff, but no, it doesn't seem like we're really going to have anything but connections on here. And some of them are actually getting eaten up, too. Maybe that has, like, some sort of layer to, like, kind of build up.
Yeah, it looks like some of the garbage Puyo going on here. This is very Bust a Move, Bubble Bobble-ish that you got going on where you're matching those colors in there. But it's got you're falling it down rather than setting it up. So maybe similar to Magical Drop, which has a lot of that tech as well. One of my favorites of the Neo Geo. Now, it looks like those things with eyes, I think those are garbage.
Yeah, definitely seems like it, yeah.
So you
nice
get
double hit.
Combinations.
Actually puts more on Benjamin Boxing here.
Yeah, so it's got that Puyo type of effect there again.
Yeah, and I'm not really one to I could definitely say here I'm definitely not really great at puzzle-like aspects of games like that, especially when they're like high-paced like that. You got to always like think on the fly. But it seems like Strongman, even though he had some of those garbage spots, definitely took the advantage to get those double combo extensions and that put on Benjamin Boxing.
Yeah, Strongman is playing cleaner here, and as we've seen, he seems to have the upper hand on the offensive approach throughout the other games here. But I feel like Benjamin Boxing's got a powder keg going on here because he's got those 3 at a time, and there you go, those big chains. So we call this strategy in Puyo Puyo called the GTR. I can't tell you what it stands for, but it's a long thing. But it's when you stack the pieces 3 at a time together so that they fall on each other and place in the 4 and get those bigger explosions. So I think Benjamin Boxing here has potential to get a big blow up here, a potential chain, because you see Strongman is like, yeah, it's kind of might get stacked against him here, but he's not able to get those chains together.
Yeah,
on both sides.
Getting those 3 ins. Yeah, the character is also swimming, trying to reach for air. It doesn't seem like you have to have a combo here right now.
Here we go. Boxing's got him. Oh, baby! Got 3 of them. 6 pieces there.
Here comes the garbage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got to swim for your life. You're trying to gap
Wait, he's fighting back. No, he's got it too much. That's too much. Yeah.
Benjamin Boxing pulling it through. There we go. Getting the first round here.
Yeah, it's like when the dealer gets a bus card over when I was playing blackjack at Evo, the person across the table was like, "That's too many! That's too many!" And we all got paid. Let's go. All right.
That's the good ending of that one.
Quick 1-0 there. But yeah, so sometimes it's like, it's not traditionally like who's got the higher stack is more at a disadvantage. It's how they're stacked up together, because when you get that combination, it's how they fall into place.
Absolutely.
That matters. So this really heavily favors people who have a Puyo Puyo background.
Yes.
So if you're one of those losers that like picks Tetris only in Puyo Puyo Tetris, first off, you're wasting your money.
Yep.
Second off, like you're doomed for situations like this.
Yeah. And of course, we have like the puzzle aspect that you continuously like kind of put on here. And obviously, like anyone that really has like good puzzle backgrounds are very good to just kind of think on the fly like that. So in this one, even though it's like very similar to like how you say Puyo Puyo, it does have a little bit more things kind of going for it that's a little more interesting too. But,
yeah, I don't know if this
definitely taking the lead.
Now I don't know if this game gives you like a bonus if you have an all clear.
Yeah.
So Benjamin's doing a good job of quickly cleaning up and keeping it low there, so we can keep that height going. So he's not exactly building for combos; he's just building to keep it clean. And if there is an all clear bonus, I mean, it really gets nuclear.
Yeah, definitely Strongman not really finding his mark. It's definitely hitting the ceiling here. Benjamin Boxing definitely taking it super quick. Seems like we might actually be at a 3 out of 5 situation here.
Yeah, this game's too fast. This game
Absolutely.
is too fast, yeah.
It could even be 4 out of 7 depending on how smart you are if you really want to go the distance. But either way, characters doesn't really seem to be a factor. Gonna go for the mirror match. Let's see if that helps.
But I can see the difference. I mean, some of like the world ranked Puyo players I've played against, they don't get a combination until like they are like up to upper 3/4 of the screen, and then they've got the balls chained together in those threes.
Right.
And then once those are able to fall, they're able to fall exactly in the place to create those things going here. This is the first time I really feel like Strongman is placed against the ropes here.
Yeah, it's definitely a little more out of the comfort zone, possibly. He's strong man, maybe not like puzzle man, you know what I mean? Like, that's probably bars on that too, but no, it's definitely right now he seems like to clear his board. He's found his rhythm. Maybe it actually was the character select all along. But right now he's definitely clearing it out, setting it up for Benjamin Boxing. But he's also not looking too bad either, just kind of slowly but surely building it up.
Yeah, Strongman's playing quick here to keep his levels low. Looks like that's going to be the adaptation. But now you're seeing a build here from Benjamin. And you see how the balls are 3 in place at once. And that is a dangerous situation because all it takes is just for one marble to fall a certain way, and it's just going to continue to keep chaining because he has those sequences of 3. But look at Strongman here. Now getting a combination there. A 2-piece there is going to create a little bit of garbage, but oh no. Those big chains there, right back at you.
And
goes
here
Benjamin
we go.
Boxing
Just looking pretty bad. Now Benjamin Boxing now sets it up almost half on the screen field here for Strongman. Now feeling the pressure. He's kind of like spinning it around. Maybe he's just feeling like a lot of pressure.
He's got to get through that garbage.
If you lose this round.
Yeah, he's got to get through that garbage. Because that garbage is going to prevent him from being able to get a chain. You see it's going to be the difference maker here because every clear Benjamin gets, it's going to become an opportunity here.
Yeah, unfortunately that red on the left side wasn't quite able to finish it. And now Benjamin Boxing is also like kind of at the halfway mark, but he's definitely now in the comfort zone. He's building it up. Definitely now. Oh, there's that chain. Almost had that there. But either way, now it's coming down faster. Strongman definitely in a bad situation here.
Yeah, the game where I actually learned strategies like this was not. Oh, look at that. Benjamin Boxing got. That's going to be game. That 2-piece there, he just fell into it.
Okay, no way, they're falling in. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. Strongman somehow stays alive there.
Got the 5 attack, got the 6 attack. I wanted to mention, too, I've seen combos like this playing the Sega Classic columns, and when you're able to get like 4 or 5 pieces out there, it really sends it up there. Benjamin Boxing had it up all the way.
So we had Strongman, unfortunately not quite able to be the puzzle man, but the Boxing man still comes out clean. Benjamin Boxing looking extremely quick to just layered it up really fast. Honestly, like you kind of blinked and you missed it on some of those rounds, honestly. You've definitely probably had like some of those puzzle experience there. Yeah, it definitely showed out.
The garbage got in the way, and it was just a matter of just Benjamin just having those sequences of the 3 balls together.
Yeah.
And being able to do that, I mean, I think Puyo Puyo is a great example of it. I was raised on Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yes,
that's
a good one. Yeah.
And as well as there's also a Kirby one, Kirby's Avalanche, which is also Puyo Puyo. But I was also raised on the Sega Classic game Columns.
Okay.
And Columns has like those combos where you could get those long chains and you could go directly straight and diagonal with it.
Yeah.
And because of that, when you're able to just like see how the gems are going to fall into that place, it really is going to be like how you could see how one player has the advantage over the other.
Yeah, definitely. And we saw that here. A lot of people that has like those puzzle experiences, definitely can pretty much fit the bill in almost any type of puzzle game, Like I feel like you're kind of good at one, you could definitely get your graps and like really start learning on the other ones,
Right.
But obviously as we move forward into the bracket, I'm hearing PlayStation type of movement, so I'm not sure if we're going to be switching up. It definitely looks like we're going on to a PS4 type of deal. Well, definitely interested to see like what the next game is going to be.
Yeah, I see some DualShocks have been there. So, I mean, PlayStation kind of widens the field of what it could be because there's so much that they put on the PS2 in U.S. and Japanese. So, I do hear I think it's PlayStation 4.
It's definitely PS4.
Yeah, I hear PS4,
definitely. Yeah. And when they have like those lackluster, I wouldn't call them lackluster. They had pretty good themes back in the day,
Yeah.
PS3 themes as well, And then they got into the newer consoles, and I kind of miss some of that. Like I boot up my 5 anytime I chance, and it's like, but on 4.
I have the 30th anniversary UI on the PS5. With the original PlayStation look, I grew
PS1
up on that.
opening is always going to be iconic for me.
Same.
You get that like, I'm playing Crash 2 for the first time. Oh, I'm playing anything. Spyro. Oh, it's just that.
I love that
intro.
System.
So good.
I love that system. I overheated it so bad. Like I overheated it so bad that I drilled holes and put a giant space in it to put an ice pack inside of it.
Oh my goodness!
And then it got water damage.
So you clear up one problem, then you run into the other. You know?
So the game would start flickering and blinking. So I would take the PlayStation, I would hang it upside down so it would dry off, and I would rinse, lather, repeat again.
Yeah.
It was, but that's just how much I love the PS1 console. Yeah.
But we got a Sega game, and I did see the flash screen for a second. Definitely a more anime-style game. I don't know if it's going to be like a fighter or anything, but, you know, Blade Arceus.
Oh, it's from
EX?
Shining EX. This is from the Shining series, and for those of you who know on my stream, I've played all of the Shining Forces, including Shining Force CD. The only one I haven't played is Shining in the Darkness because I kind of think it sucks.
Okay.
But the it's probably a good game. But this looks like it's from that series, from the Shining series here, Blade Arceus. Loving the song, too.
Yeah, I never played any of the Shining games. Honestly, I wasn't really raised too much on the Sega platforms too much. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Be
when I
careful
got
streaming
into
it on
yeah.
TikTok because you're going to have a lot of people coming into your chat like, what version of Fire Emblem is this? And it's
All
like,
right,
I
I'll
didn't
have
even
to
know
keep
because I
an
never played Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
So I was like, really? Fire Emblem's like this?
All right, I'll have to keep in mind for that for sure.
Yeah, but I love the Shining series and franchise. I really hope Sega continues with it and plays with it. I think it's fantastic here.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll just get things set up again. Once again, thank you guys so much for everyone that's been not only hanging out to the streams, but if you've also been just watching and participating in these tournaments. Obviously, we still have a lot more Combo Breaker, not just with the mystery pools, but for any other type of pools and full-on brackets you have going on. Obviously, this is the weekend to do it, pull out a show. And, of course, the mystery bracket is one of those ones where it's just so different and unique where, like, you could just be the jack of all trades on anything. And this is one of the more special ones that we get. For sure.
You know, if I was in the losers bracket, I'm playing for survival, and there's some Chipotle on the line here, I don't know if I try the simple mode.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, you're not really sure what you're going to get if you definitely never played something like this, you know? I don't even know if it's a 3D fighter, 2D. We don't even know where we're going.
Well, you get an assist.
We're at least
so
we're going to have, like,
matters.
we're going to have a full-on mirror match as well, too.
Yeah,
you know,
the only
we'll see how it
difference
goes.
is that P2's got Bay in his corner. So
All right,
let's see.
definitely 2D
Oh, no,
fighter.
Bay's out. This is a tag team fighter here. Rangers pair on Benjamin Boxing, who we saw previously going to Nick of Time, who we also saw previously here. Here in round one's pool. So this is Blade Arceus from Shining EX.
All right, definitely a number system. It looks like the life bar is actually going from left to right. Definitely a little bit more of a different type of UI here. It seems like we have like a 3-round system as well, and we have a force and support value as like your UI here on the bottom for meter gain.
Yeah, so I guess support here is you get a stock for how many times you can summon and assist to go up in there in the mix here.
Yeah.
So it looks like both players taking some space to learn some of the buttons here. And using that assist as a distraction. Let's go. We got confirms. Big beam energy from Bay. Benjamin Boxing sets the tone.
Benjamin Boxing definitely on the front foot now. Already found that, I don't know if it was a simple combo or not. Maybe he knows a thing or two about this game, but still leads off in a very early lead right now. But still, definitely anybody's game for sure. Nick of Time definitely not going to let this one steal out from him.
Yeah, and I love these anime fighting games that show the HP damage upon impact. That's how you know here. So Benjamin burning his support as soon as it comes around here, and it's been able to prove the great equalizer alongside with his reach from the pokes there. But it's just a nick of time. When he closes the distance in there and takes it, I'm telling you, this Peyron, that's his name, Peyron? Yo, she got it going on. Pyron, I guess would be the name.
But yeah, we're going into the second round here. Yeah, if this have a quick fighter, 60 seconds, you have kind of like 2 life bars here as well. So like you kind of want to try to press the issue. It seems like Rage has some neutral aspects, but again, we get onto a full last of the Kamehameha-esque beam type.
That's the best feeling in the world when you confirm into a beam in the first round of a mystery battle. That's like, oh, support interrupt there. So it looks like Benjamin found some kind of alpha counter to, Nick Time found some alpha counter to work with.
Yeah, goes into low, picks him up again. Benjamin Boxing definitely looking extremely comfortable, definitely in the driver's seat on this set. His force gauge also about half life, but you have like 3 of these meters, 2 of these meters, seems like you can kind of spend on any super you got.
Yeah, what a jump and a take it, but those confirms proving problematic. I think Benjamin's going to stay the course there, but what is he going to have there? Oh no, the slash gets blocked, but wow, interesting exchange there, but works out for Nick of Time, able to get an equalizer here.
23 seconds left on the clock, too. Definitely want to try to press the issue. Nick of Time already down on a round, but definitely not out of this game just yet. Tries to establish more neutral, sending it out, going full screen. I like this approach, though.
Will it reach? Oh, no, going horizontal. Wishes he had a little more of the X-axis than the Y.
Nice use of the anti-air. 10 seconds left on the clock. Nick of Time on the back foot. Oh, he actually gets the confirm, but is that going to reach a little bit too far?
No,
that tornado thing.
Too much of the Y-axis there. The sword not able to reach that far and take it. Here comes the ground projectile from Benjamin Boxing there. But, oh, the pokes again in the favor of Nick of Time for the equalizer.
Definitely got it in the nick of time with only 1 second remaining, too.
And this is first to 3 here. And you're able to switch characters, but neither player will do it because, I mean, if you're getting your hit confirms, too, I mean, I'm going to stay the course.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, the range game from Nick of Time is definitely what's been helping him out more on those the sword normals. And Benjamin Box is going to have to press the issue trying to go in. Those anti-airs, staying true to the ground, not making sure that Benjamin gets any closer.
Yeah, it's nice to see an uppercut that doesn't teleport across the screen.
Yeah, definitely a good callback from earlier. Definitely.
Never thought I'd say that. Nick of Time with the pokes. Okay. Okay.
Definitely found his rhythm. He seems like he's going to go on the more fundamentals, neutral routes, just like making sure that he tries to jump in, gets the anti-airs. And Nick of Time doesn't have to use the fancy gimmicks of just going for specials. Just keep on pressing the buttons that you know is going to work out.
Yeah, bring the beam. The beam is working. Beam is good, except for when it's blocked. But that's good chip, though, B. That's good chip.
And there's that lockdown, too. Oh, wow. Even like the chip on that one, very stationary, too. Want to try to get out of that situation. But Nick of Time very close to getting the next round here. Definitely could seal it up on the first game.
Yeah, none of my knowledge from Shining Force is helping me here, just so you know. So.
Yeah, no, I kind of figured where it's like, yeah, these guys don't really seem like really there. They're kind of just doing new things, you know?
Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. I'm loving it. Oh, good sequence there. Just misses the confirm. That would have really been some damage here. But Nick of Time taking advantage, doesn't connect. No, still not reaching.
I don't even know how you're even supposed to connect that super. But either way, Nick of Time closing it out, taking the first game just based off of fundamentals, no fancy gimmicks alone. Definitely seemed really good in the driver's seat there, for sure.
Yeah, that's interesting, because it's funny how they have, like, special cancels and moves and combos into things, but, like, you could still combo in it even when there's no, like, condition to go into it.
Right.
It's similar to, like, I played Rose in Street Fighter Alpha in the earlier editions of Street Fighter 4.
Yep.
And I always loved that she could special cancel into a Soul Throw.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Like, against a grounded opponent, why am I canceling an Assault Throw? Like, later on, you eventually could juggle into it and get it.
Yeah.
But when I would do like low, medium punch and do an accidental DP, it was like, come on, man.
No, she definitely needed to get buffed, and she's much better now in Ultra, for sure.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Now we get that
A lot more
lockdown.
fun. Yeah, that was nice. They got 2 free slashes out of it. Big Howamaru energy.
It seems like he's more, at least like on a more like freezing state. You're trying to lock yourself down. And again, the range is definitely helping him out. Nick of Time definitely still using an advantage. And that new assist from Melty doesn't seem like it really hit anything. So hopefully that assist we get to see better on later.
Yeah, Nick's still holding on to those supports. Have not seen much success from Ryuga either way as well. I mean, really not much coming from the support assist. But hey, if you got it, use it here. Now, Benjamin's a little bit slow on the slower on the confirms. We have seen the beam denied a few times here.
Yeah.
Which has bought Nick of Time a good win in that first set.
You also have to keep in mind, we haven't really seen many assists on the support from Nick of Time either. Just tries to save it. And,
oh, there we go.
Gauge, yeah,
that got in.
There's
Doesn't reach. He was wise to dash up.
And that's actually still good for utility, just like on the wake-up, too. It's like kind of want to press the issue, force a block on the incoming.
Yeah, it's some scary-looking Oki, Big B-Man. And then oh, man. I got to say, Nick of Time here, I mean, he's figured out some tech. He's able to get some openings. And I just feel like that last Crusade energy, he has chosen wisely.
Absolutely, yes. Nick of Time on the first round here definitely took the distance on the full 60 seconds. But, again, Nick of Time seems to definitely found his rhythm. Benjamin Boxing still trying to figure things out. Hopefully he can actually stay alive and get a couple more rounds. And we want to see more games in this for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, Melty was out there. I mean, not much for Melty here, but 3-4 here as well. We've seen Benjamin Boxing has the beam and knows how to use it. And I'm wondering if we could get like what you guys would call a happy birthday situation.
Yes.
Yeah, where you're able to hit like the
absolutely.
assists.
Thank you for bringing out the Marvel Tech in here for sure.
I love FGC, man.
And it seems like when you actually hit the assist, the support meter does go down even more significantly. So it forces you to kind of like rethink about.
There we go. Assists. Beam is back in business, baby. But Nick of Time just says Slash is still on the menu.
All right, there goes the lockdown. Yeah, you can't really do anything when that thing's on screen. It's not really there for long, but still definitely makes you think twice. And Nick of Time could take the round here. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Does it beat the projectile? No, it does not. You're going to eat 1,000 HP for that.
Very good trade for Benjamin. Now he found his own neutral tool, but the full range, again, locking down the ice, freezing in time. Ice Age here. Ice Age 3 coming out soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, and just caught when I'm looking forward to that. Just caught looks like Melty was going to bring out there. Nick of Time saw the change of pace here. I believe this is match point here for Nick of Time. See if he could advance further here. And what a cutthroat pool this has been, man.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of different games here. Now we're finishing up on a real kind of fundamental 2D fighter.
Okay, 3 hits, which in Super Turbo is a lot.
Yeah, that lockdown is not there for long, but when you actually get hit by it, it's just free damage. You know, you just take that edge change you get for sure.
These pokes, the normal, winning in the advantage here. Does he get the super confirm? Yes, he does! This time he cuts down Benjamin Boxing to size, and then the neutral jump to the dome seals the deal. I think that's going to be 2-0, but is this first to 3?
They're still sitting there. Seems like it actually is 3 out of 5.
Nah, they're locked in. They're locked in. My man leaning forward there.
Yeah, that was definitely could have been a finalized round there. That was definitely high climactic over there. But seems like the 3 out of 5 situation is definitely in play. We're not even going to chance to switch the characters here. Seems like we're still going to try to rush it out here with Pyron. But again, another new assist here. So maybe this will help too.
Yeah, he wants to steal his homework there. He wants to see how does Ryuga work in my corner for the assist there. And, you know, I kind of agree with Benjamin staying the course here because, like, you got to rely on the beam.
Yeah.
I mean, beam has been working. Beam has been on the menu.
Again, those long-range normals there, those neutral jumps, definitely been a good factor for Nick of Time. But now we're finally taking some chip here. And that neutral game, now Benjamin Boxing finally finding his footing here.
There we go. Big Rapukin energy. Sending it back here. Geese Howard is happy to see that. He's giving me a thumbs up. Good hard knockdown there from... Because, I mean, I'm just saying, being down 2-0 in a mystery tournament, and now he's going to drop that round. If Nick of Time can confirm with it, I thought that was going to chip.
Yeah, no chip damage seems like to kill, but still opens it up on the air-to-air. Nick of Time taking the first round on the last game here.
Yeah, winning with the hitbox. I mean, down around here, down 2-0, there's a lot of worse situations you can be than I would like to have the beat. Yeah, he's like, don't try to hit me with my own assist. Come on, man.
Just on the range, definitely feeling like a Samurai Showdown-esque with those long-range normals, big damage, you know, but still leads to ginormous health-hitting combos.
Yeah, and like Samurai Showdown, if you're not going to punish me on the whip or make me work for it, then I'm going to continue to just keep on cutting down to size.
Nick of Time definitely so much in the driver's seat. A new super goes into like the spiral rising up from earlier too as well.
Yeah, upward spinning bird kick definitely looks like some Chun-Li energy here. And then holding it down with the assist, but sending it back. Okay, Benjamin fighting back with those. Oh, but yeah, it's just a matter of time. An invitation for that jump in slash. This is Nick of Time in the nick of match point. I don't think that made any sense, but I'm just being punny.
It's definitely a little close for comfort there, but Nick of Time definitely one more away. Benjamin Boxing has to stay alive, has to find his footing here. Did have great sets earlier in the rounds, but really hasn't found his rhythm once Nick of Time been finding his own. So we'll see if he can actually punish anything from here. He needs it.
I know in the chat they were looking for Beam. You know, it's similar to last year's Top 8 where you had that match between Earth and Exoa or whatever, and the chat was cheering for Earth, 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 Earth. They need 2 shooters. Going on here. This is getting difficult here for Benjamin Boxing. These pokes, thins slashes, and the jump-ins proving to be too much. And frankly, Ben just does not have enough beam to bring himself out of this mess.
We finally have it there. There's the super, but it's still not going to do anything. You're kind of locked down to the corner, and the huge critical strike, and one more even like off chip anything could do it. Let's see if this super is it. Not quite.
Doesn't catch on the dash, but the jump in does, and Nick of Time takes it with the merciless of the 3-0. You know, it was really a race to see who could establish what with the slashes and everything. At first, we really believed in Benjamin Box with the beam, and I felt like the beam was a great equalizer, but the pokes and the neutral proved to be too strong.
Yeah.
When you're not getting whiff punish, you're not getting anti-aired. I mean, and you got a big sword, slash it down, baby.
Yeah.
Slash it down, big man.
And that definitely works out. There's more of the fundamental games, and now that should be, I don't think that should be it. Yeah, that is the end of the block, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. All great matches so far, all great games. There's still a lot more mystery brackets to go, but at least for us, that's going to do it. It's been B-Man the Big Hero with Team Chris here on the mic. Really appreciate everybody for tuning into this part of the pools, but don't go anywhere. We still have even more mystery pools coming up soon.
It's been an honor.